Or you dig what I'm saying? My niggas KG, my nigga Vito in the building. Goddamn
Chargers that game is a fucking classic. I'm vested. Bro.
All said and done. I felt what Gucci said. He's like, nigga, that was 05. I'm still
Thank you. What's today?
It don't matter.
We don't support black business. We do business with black business. That's what we do.
Yo.
That part always gets me at the end, nigga. We don't support black business. We do business
with black business, and that's a fact, man. And you know what? It's crazy because, you know, today we got a crazy show. You know what I'm saying? For the people that's just joining in, welcome to Spit Your Game, Talk Your Shit podcast. We going live, you know, on this Jewelry Saturday, you know, but there's a lot of Cinco de Mayo celebrations going down in the city tonight. But we're going to talk about that later, right? But it's your host, Vinny Vito, half of that dynamic duo. Join with
KG, Chef KG in the building. And go Blues.
We cooking it up. And we definitely got a nice recipe, got a nice treat for you, man. You know, when we go live, we like to have special guests, and we definitely got one in the building. So before we bring them up, let me do them right with a proper introduction, man. Joining with us today, we have the owner, the operator, the curator of J&R Solutions, man, bringing y'all some of the hottest entertainment, hottest events, socially cultured events in the city, man. So without further ado, man, Big J, go ahead and grace the stage with us, man.
In the motherfucking building.
It's your boy. What's happening with y'all? Appreciate y'all bringing me back as always. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, the BIG.J. You know, one thing I don't do, I don't play too much. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we definitely ain't playing with him today, man. It's an honor, man. It's always a blessing to have you on the platform, man. It's a fact, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it much, man. I appreciate y'all platform and y'all doing y'all thing and not just supporting black business, but do black business. You know, that be hitting me too. So I appreciate that a lot. Y'all be showing up for me and doing the black business for me, and I'm right along with doing it with you. You know what I'm saying?
It's only right, bro. I mean, listen, we got you in our intro video. I don't know if you was able to see that, but we got you.
Oh yeah.
And that, you know, and that last spot where we said do business with black business, that was actually at one of your events on the High on the Vine.
Yes, sir, it was.
Facts,
yes, sir.
Bro.
And the other part that I saw that I was so happy that made it, that Jeezy won, nigga. That's all I'm gonna say every day, every fucking time. Y'all know what time it is.
Nigga, stop.
Y'all know what it is.
You already know how I feel.
For some reason, KG won't accept that, but hey, listen, maybe it's
what it is, brother.
You saw what I said in there. That nigga's making shit right now. So
you know, all right, man. We
ain't gotta beat no dead horse, man. We ain't gotta beat no dead horse, but
hey, matter of fact, speaking of which, you know, I'm gonna make sure that I'm in my slicks and my slacks, and I gotta slide through that the orchestra episode. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
You know,
I'm gonna have to bring out the patent leather slippery bottoms on that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put on the dapper dance for
the dapper dance. Yes.
Yeah, trying to get it together. You know, got to coordinate.
Gotta coordinate. Hey, but you know what? I was gonna talk about that event, but we can get into it right now. I just think, dog, that's definitely that's something different. You know what I'm saying? It's a sophistication. It got some trap all wrapped into it. So I'm just really excited to see how they're gonna pull this off, man. Jeezy, Thug Motivation 101. We already talked about that album. That's a movement. So to see it play out with the strings, that's gonna be incredible.
That's gonna be amazing. Yeah, I'm happy about that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I see you pulled them up. Let's talk about him.
Let's talk about it, man. Because
let's talk about him. Okay,
let's go ahead and dive into it. Because you know what, I already mentioned one of your events, man. High on the Vine. You know what I'm saying? You curated events such as the movie viewings down at the Java Lounge, if I'm not mistaken. You know, so Let's go
It's a
ahead
whole
and
bunch
bring
more
it.
like the cushion coffees. Don't forget about cushion coffees.
Come on.
Matter of fact, we got another
Talk
one
to
of
'em,
them
man.
coming out. We got cannabis and cores that's coming out. We're doing that one in September, so look out for that. And we got a big show this time, so look out for that. And I got a few other things up my sleeve. I know I'm waiting on this
Hey, well, keep us informed, and we're gonna do the same, man. We're gonna definitely get it out to the people, man. But coming back full circle now, talk about this event that you got coming up May 26th, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh man, look, and for all the lifers I done brought them in. I done brought my boy on board.
Life
Currency, yes, sir. For the Jet Lifers and even for the Taylor Gangs, you know what I'm saying? We bringing in the head honcho, the man that created the term gas. You know what I'm saying? And all these other cool things that a lot of other folks be doing in this weed industry. Yeah, I done brought the man with the plan. My man Currency into the city of St. Louis. The 27 band, bro. And then hold on. Matter of fact, we got Fendi P and we got Young Danger from the Game also coming into this show too. So be ready for them too. So we got a full show lined up coming. And matter of fact, I'm about to drop the openers for this event. So be excited and expecting to hear more about that. And it's some top leaguers, some folks who actually making some noise within the city. So I want to make sure that everybody knows. Get your tickets, and I'm gonna send the link so y'all can get the link right now from me. So you get your tickets. We got meet and greets. Unfortunately, that backstage thing already gone. They came and cleaned the tickets out. You know what I'm saying? The early birds, those was gone in a fucking week. That was over 100 tickets right there. So you know what I mean. So I'm looking for this. It's more than likely gonna sell out. So definitely I want people to get there. However, let's talk about them. Spitter Andretti Currency has not been here in 6 years.
I'm about to say it's been a minute, bro.
Yeah, since he was here last, he was with Wiz, and they was at the pageant. But usually
went to that show.
Yes, sir. We was all at that show, I want to say, and we was all good and high. I'm pretty damn sure. And I was screaming down from the uprights. So yeah, it was a good event, but they haven't been here since. But furthermore, when Spitter comes by himself, he ain't came by himself in probably over almost 10 years. And when he does, he always goes to the Ready Room. Well, the Ready Room is now Hot Java. And I made sure I got on that horn immediately. I was like, hold on, I don't see nowhere on here is he coming to, and I've been working with the company called Clockwork Music. They're the booking agents, and they got a few other things that you'll see some. Anyway, but nevertheless, we bring them here, we bring them to Hot Java for an intimate setting, an intimate show. You know what I believe was some of the better shows growing up, when we were catching the Polite right before they went, so vertical, and it became that. Those shows right in here, you can almost feel their breath and feel their energy, and you can almost touch them. Or usually after the show, you maybe even, slap hands, take some pictures with them. But those are some of the most memorable shows, and I really live on this ideal of sweat equity. When you actually in an area, you're doing something that, changes your life. It's usually involving sweat, you know what I'm saying? For whatever the more fun events, the more memorable times in life, there was some level of sweat that happened. So when we're in an intimate setting like this with someone that we really care about, we really tune in, we really, find ourselves into that same frequency. And that's what I'm providing with this particular event, and why I made sure he was booked again at Hot Java, so we could have that more of an intimate setting. And like I said, we'll have a meet and greet just as well. However, I just made that even more intimate and changed it out. We'll talk more to that. But right now, get your tickets for the Currency show at with the 747 band. Openers is Fendi P and Young Deja from Taylor Gang, and a few other notable individuals too.
So tell me this, man. So how do you feel about the response you're getting so far? Like you said, man, backstage tickets is already sold out, man. How you feel about how the city is responding to Jet Life in the building, bro?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's expected. Let's talk about followers. Okay. I would much rather have 1,000 people that 1,000 followers total and 800 of them show up, right? Opposed to 1 million followers and only like 1,000 show up. You know, it's the ratio, right? So for Spitta, on the other hand, this brother has 1.4 million followers on his Instagram, but I can guarantee you he has about 800,000 that's gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, because he has this cult following, he's created community, you know, and his community is really, you know, if you know, you know. A lot of people, he's a lot of people's favorite rapper. Who's that? Who just not Cardo, but Playboy Cardi. They just got a clip out there with him saying, yeah, Currency is his favorite rapper. We know, and I know this is gonna be a stretch, but hear me out. You know, I'm always one to push the line on some shit. Here we go.
Oh shit.
Let's talk about it.
Well, number one, we understand that Currency did come up with the term gas. Okay. And it wasn't directly just him, it was him and 2 Chainz, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I was just gonna say 2 Chainz and Currency had to collaborate on what the Project JLR, that JLR or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I know some people that might counter that, but so far I'm definitely on your same wave plane, no doubt.
All right. So for the most part, that term didn't really get into its, you know, into our vernacular as far as for in our age range and our group of, you know, consumers of the product until they personified it. Okay. Now he's everybody's favorite rapper on a different level. Now, if it wasn't for Spitta, we wouldn't really have Larry right now, right or wrong.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And now, don't get it twisted. Larry was doing his thing, and honestly, E40, excuse me, had him first. That didn't work out so well. He's consistent doing his thing, and you know, Spitta got a hold of him, heard of him, and put him on the track, and there was that. Now, I know other, you know, mechanics are, you know, are in the background because also there was a small bit of time that he was working with Taylor Gang, but vicariously through Cardo, right? Or not Cardo, Sledger.
Sledger.
Right. You're right. So, but still, if it weren't for, you know, Currency, you know, he wouldn't really have had that spotlight, which in theory also promoted Primo Rice vicariously through Larry June because of all the Currency fans, because we die hard and we really like who we like. We follow that whole stream, and we understand that lifestyle music now is coined lifestyle music because of basically what Currency, Larry June, and I know Larry June is the poster child right now, but it's based off of Spitta. And if we even could talk to it, like it's based off the 2010 hip hop freshman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Currency, Wiz, Nipsey.
Wasn't YG in that too, if I ain't mistaken?
Was YG that year? I don't think YG was that year. YG was the following. You know, 2010 was classic because you had J. Cole, you had
Machine Gun Kelly in that?
Nah. He wasn't in that one. You had what's my man from New York? French was in there.
Yeah, French. Shout out to French, man.
Yeah, shout out to French. It's a group, and all of those guys talk lifestyle, and even some of the conversations were just talking about their lifestyles. Even Wiz had made a mention in a recent interview that, you know, they all knew that they were the main characters of their movie or their show, but, you know, they all kind of walked it, you know, together and talked about what they were doing on a life day to day. But let's roll it back a little bit further. So I've been a fan of Wiz since 2006. I found him, you know, when folks was pirating like a motherfucker. Fucking pirate.
That's probably after Napster, right?
Yeah, so I was on this one site called Mix. Yeah, line wires and all. But you know, I did all of that. I burnt about 3 computers by now from all the shit I was downloading. But it was a site called Mixtape Torrent. And I found he was throwing shit up there, and folks was kind of talking about, you know, this guy from Pittsburgh. So I got into the Pittsburgh sound, which is one of his tracks, and start following Kid. And so nonetheless, I remember it was about 2008, early 2008, 7 or whatnot. And here goes the draw. Here goes the draw. And I'm a major Wiz fan. All right, here we go.
Uh-oh.
This is how important Currency is. Wiz was trying to, y'all know the story. Wiz's followers got Currency's attention because Wiz was trying to get his attention so bad so they could do a track. Mm-hmm. Currency wasn't paying no attention. So, Wiz understood who he was for what he was from doing the whole No Limit, of course, the Cash Money, Hot Boys, and all that shit, Young Money. So yeah, if it wasn't for Currency, we wouldn't have no How Fly, and then if we wouldn't have had no How Fly,
you wouldn't even have Wiz.
That was the whole movement, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, Wiz was doing his thing. Remember, he was also on Warner Brothers. He got dropped from Warner Brothers and all that and the other shit, so he was doing his own thing. But when him and Currency got together, from whatever the stories were, sleeping on, staying on the couches, just having enough money to go and grab a couple of things from Manchus. Well, I'll be back and forth to New Orleans, so I think, I know a little bit. And I don't think he went to Manchus. He went to this other Chinaman / seafood spot. But no, not Chinaman, Chinese. Chinaman only in St. Louis.
We the only one to say.
You the only one to say that if you say Chinaman outside of St. Louis, you're a racist.
Yeah, we talked about that as a fact, though.
Right. So a lot of that is based off of Currency. Currency is a lot of rappers' favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy to be able to bring them here for us to have an opportunity with Mr. Shante Franklin, Currency Hot Spitter.
Hey, I don't know about y'all, but I got my motherfucking ticket. I ain't missing that shit. So,
oh yeah,
y'all in the comments, man. Y'all watching? Y'all better grab y'all ticket.
You know what? And matter of fact,
man.
Speaking of comments, let me get to a comment. So listen, I got a brother, Cook Crook.
Cook Crack. I see you, Cook Crack.
Cook Crack, man. Cook Crack was saying he definitely trying to overperform that Hot Java, man. Is there
where you get that? He made that. Where do you make that? Oh man, they got to get signed. Make sure that goes to make sure that comes.
Let me give my man his flowers while he watching us, bro. Hold up, bro. Cook Crack did this, my nigga.
Oh, Cook Crack did
nigga. Cook Crack did.
Yo, Currency got to sign that, bro.
Yeah, so go make sure you get the meet and greet. So
shout out to you, nigga. Straight up.
I was sure trying to find somebody someone in the city that's at least doing some, painting portraits for him. I know you was bringing the Patrick Ewings, but I was waiting for somebody. I've actually reached out to a couple of people to, probably put a piece together for him. And yeah, real quick, let's talk about that. And I know we could talk. So what else is going on? So we understand that Currency is a trendsetter. We know. You know what I'm saying? For example, you understand like a lot of folks start showing this portion of what they do, kind of like after a while of following and finding out. Like, okay, for example, we understood that Spitter was doing his thing with clothes and shoes, but when he started really digging into his lowriders and all that stuff, it was like, oh, okay. And he does lowriders, and he's a mechanic or whatever. He's focused. Well, he's not a mechanic, but he focuses on cars and rebuilding cars and stuff like that. You started to solve the and factor with a lot of other people. Like, oh yeah, I do this and I do that.
And real quick, Jay. On that point, when he was doing his lowriders, it was at a time where the trendy shit was to talk about the new shit, the Maybachs, you know what I mean? he was still talking about the old schools and keeping that culture alive. But yeah, go ahead, bro. Yeah.
And no, you dead on exactly that. You could have kept talking about it because that was the whole thing. It's like it's separation from everybody else. And then you all of a sudden start seeing Wiz in MMA, right? It's like, oh, okay, Wiz smoke weed, do this, rap, and he does MMA. And kicking ass, right? So with Spitter, he does a few different things and he rebirths some stuff. Truthfully, I do believe that this particular show is gonna be the beginning of intimate concerts from bigger headlines, right? Before they go down into a quiet space. Honestly, this tour that he's doing, and I'm watching the promo and I'm following what folks are doing. He's really given a spot and an opportunity for all the creatives. I'm saying from digital, videography, artistic, even the showcases, the openers too. So, you know, I've seen now on the few stops he's made so far, everybody getting the opportunity to come showcase their art, and it's getting put up on his page. I see people who are being really creative with the commercials, with the videography, the way in which they're capturing him, the new things that they're trying to promote, and he's pushing them out there. A lot of the artists who've been bringing their paintings through, people who do customized shoes. You know, he's into die-cast cars and stuff like that. He's doing that. Folks bring cars to him. He's reposting them. He's giving opportunity for folks. You know, he's into not just regular cars and die-cast, but you know,
the RC
remote control.
RC.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I seen.
So you know,
having a little low rider.
Yep. RCs and all that. So, you know, and if you really Jet Life or you a part of the gang, you know, he's really giving his opportunity. So Cook Crack, if you're still looking and listening, right on, I see you right there. Yes, sir, the RCs, right. So the deal is I definitely need you. Well, we'll talk about the next part where you're talking about the opening part. Give it a second. However, we definitely need you at the meet and greet so you can present your art. And, you know, get an opportunity to slap fives with bro, just show, you know, how, you know, committed to his artistry you've been. And it's not just committed to his artistry, it's just how it has affected us. Like, you know, a lot of stuff, he rapped about it. He's inspired a lot of folks. And, you know, and I appreciate Spitter. I got a post that I'm coming up with, but I'm waiting for it. Unfortunately, you know, I got to... I'll get to it. So here's the deal. I've lost my son. I lost my son now 3 years ago, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. A week ago. A week ago, I lost him 3 years ago. So, but in that same year, 3 years ago, about 3-4 months before he passed, me and my son, you know, we having our daddy and son time riding and grinding. And I was playing some music. And he was like, Dad, and he spoke with a list, Dad, Bay, who, and for whatever reason, he called me Bay or Day, trying to get Dad out. So nevertheless, he was saying like, hey, who's that on the radio? And from the moment I was actually having Currency play, but he was transitioning over to Larry June with 6 a.m. in Sausalitos. And I was playing Stoned on Ocean or whatever by Currency. So nevertheless, I'm like, which one? I'm like, which song? And I'm thinking Larry. He was like, you know. And I put it back on Currency. And I put it back on Currency. I was like, him. He's like, yes. I said, who you like? Currency? He's like, yes, I like Currency. I was like, yep, no problem. So my son's birthday is May 27th, the day after the concert. So this is all intentional.
This is another
man. Yo, hopefully he performs that song, and that's such a beautiful moment that you have with your son. And that lets me know that this right here is, you know, definitely more so attached to your heart. It's not just a normal booking for you. You know what I'm saying? Real. So I already know you're going to pull out all the stops to make this a successful. It's already successful. You know what I'm saying? But definitely. I see how you're connected to this more so now, man.
Just try to make sure everything lines up right, because it's just not just me. My son, of course, meant the world to me, but furthermore, let's just do it right for all the other folks that he inspired, like Cook Crack, like Hazy P, like me, like you, you know what I'm saying? Like Wiz, like Larry Jones. Crazy means a lot to a lot of us, you know what I'm saying? So it's intentional that I can't fumble this, like my DJ AM Amber, my DJ Ace AM Boogie, she really killing it, and hey Jay, I don't give a damn. I need the DJ. Don't worry about it. Like my boy, brother Lizzo, good brother Lizzo, who be back and forth to ATL. He was, I know how important he is to him. All these other cats that's around it, and a lot of other people who have been tuned in. It was a young lady who found out about it. I hadn't even began promotion, and she dug up and found me. She was like, "If you're the person responsible for bringing currency, thank you." So, I'll just, so I know I can't fumble this one. And I got some more shit coming in the future. Be on the lookout, John. Big J got some more for your ass. But just this one I can't fuck up, and I'm trying to do
special, bro.
Everything. Yeah.
This is special. Like, especially like when you first told me I had to wipe my eyes a few times. Like, in my dreaming? I mean, this is currency, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the Godfather right here. So for you to bring him to St. Louis, man, and for to me to even know you, that's special in itself, bro. Like, I couldn't believe it, man. So yeah, we looking forward to it, man. Yo, shout out to Hazy P, man. Yo, before we move further, let me get into these comments, man, because my boy Cook Crack is definitely going in. He said, first he said RC, and he said, for sure, bro, most definitely been cooking up with the paintbrushes. Kyle got me putting in work. Facts.
Supporting. You see that? You see it?
Yeah. Not support, but we do black business.
Listen, man, not support, man. We do business with black business. Shout out to the motherfucking Chef Gun, man. The black fried rice, man. That's who I first heard that slogan from. I don't want to take credit, but he always says, man, don't support black business, do business with black business, man. And that's exactly what I see on here, bro. Yeah. That's a fact, man.
Yeah,
shout out to Cook Crack, man. Yeah, keep on commenting, bro.
Yeah, and that's the song I was playing on my birthday. That bitch, I'm hella lit. Bitch, I'm hella lit.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just okay. Oh, yeah. Right. No doubt. We got to get you on the platform, Cook Crack. You already know, bro. You definitely got a dope ass niche for your art, man. You got some dope ass artwork, so we definitely want to put that.
And he dope, and also before you get out of here, I hope you hear me. I've actually checked out Cook Crack a few times, and actually I knew Cook Crack vicariously through other work, but I already, the dude got the feel, he got the vibe too. And I ain't gonna lie, I'll be really straight up. So when he was talking about we want to open it up, dude, so many people have inboxed me to open
up. Oh man, you'll check that, man, bro. What?
It's been so many.
Thirst trap out there, nigga.
Oh wow, and it was impressive. Yeah, but it's just more so awing. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you think that only a certain group of individuals know currency. Because I'll tell you what, these 20-somethings don't know shit about currency, right? It's like, I remember hearing something. It's like, Wiz, right? Yeah, I know Wiz, but you should know currency too. Oh well, yeah. And even 30-year-olds literally at the line of 32. No doubt, man. Much love to you too, correct. So the deal is 32 and up really knows this nigga currency. But come to find out, it's a lot of other folks who know him too. He got a cult following. So if you fuck with him, you fuck with him. And with that, as I mentioned to Cook Crack, I'm just minutes. You probably give me another half a day before I roll out I'm doing a showcase. I'm doing a showcase to allow at least because it's well over like 15 people, but at least 10 people to showcase. 2 songs, real quick, performance, and we're gonna let the crowd, judge it. You know what I'm saying? So we'll give you the opportunity. The winner of the evening will get the opportunity to have a slot on the show to open up for Spitter. So definitely, that no doubt, man. That's the whole idea. So, and I know, but here's the thing: don't let that, whoever the one person is, to limit this, because honestly, because I know what I'm up to. I want to make sure that I know and I see and I hear these other folks, because aside of that, we got a couple of other events where that could either turn into a repetitive and ongoing something with a new platform on stage.
That nigga Hazy stupid. My bad. That nigga Hazy said, just drop off some of them turkey bags, man. Crazy.
Yeah, I get them, right? And aside of that shit, man. And then like I said, I got some other things in my sleeve where I need to know who I can go ahead and call when it's time to go on. But yeah, it's a couple of things. But I'm happy to be able to, provide something to the game, saying, to everybody who's super interested, man. So I'm just really happy for everybody. I'm happy for this event. I'm happy for myself. I'm happy, that I'm just doing something that I couldn't miss. I couldn't miss out on doing.
Bro, it's super fire, bro. And this is a win for hip hop. For the St. Louis scene in hip hop, this is a win for hip hop, bro. And listen, I ain't gonna lie. This is my first meet and greet. I've never paid for a meet and greet a day in my life, bro. But this was so special. I felt like, I got to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? I want to be, entrenched in this. So this is my first meet and greet, man. So, yeah, this is crazy.
All right. Love, nigga, because I met that nigga in 2023. I tried to get a couple people to go with me down there. Shouts out to my homie Corey in Memphis, but he was in Minglewood with Starlito. And I don't want to say he opened up for him, but they were just both there performing together. Pretty much, they had some other people performing before that, like openers. But yeah, man, shouts out to them, man. They let me get on the meet and greet, and happenstance, my cousin was in the crowd, so he got a chance to meet him as well. So that was dope as fuck. He signed my shirt. You know what I'm saying? I told him we Aries brothers and shit. You know what I'm saying? He said they don't understand our energy players, so hey, they fuck with us, so they don't. But
you locked in.
Gotta be in for a treat, Vinny.
You got the Jet Life tattoo, nigga. You locked in, my nigga.
Yeah, sir. Y'all see that?
Locked in, my nigga. JLR for life, nigga.
That's what's up, man. That's gangster. I ain't gonna stunt. You super inspired me. I was like, yeah, you know what? I do need all my inspiration tattoos, so I'm probably gonna do like a chain of them.
One of them, bro. Definitely one of them. Bro.
Yeah, definitely gonna do all of them. And you know what? Real quick, and I'm gonna get to the meet and greet. But you know what? I'm probably gonna get the whole JLR Taylor gang, but don't get it twisted. I'm gonna get Wu-Tang just as well. Get the Wu-Tang too.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck.
So hold on. So real quick. So Wu-Tang is doing their final tour, man. Are you thinking about showing up at one of their stops, man?
I would hope to. Just with everything else I had going on, I'm not sure how that will make sense and how I will not make sense. It makes sense you do what you want to do for who you want to do it for. So I'll make sure figure out some time for that. So that's on the ongoing possibilities. Yeah. Real quick, meet and greet. So because everything's so intentional, and I really want to give the best opportunity for everybody. And also I'm just really worried about logistics. I want things to flow right. I want everybody to get their opportunity in time and where it's not so congested and mixed and messed up. Because let's just be honest, Java is a very intimate spacing. So in order to get the meet and greets and get the people who are waiting to get in and all that, and it's fair given the amount of pricing. I just spoke with my guy MC Trez, and MC Trez, if you don't know him, A Game and a few other guys, they got their shit going on. They got their pop, they got a lot of shit going on, and I ain't even about to get into that. Furthermore, the focus is they also MC Trez is one of the owners of not the owner of Sanctioned down at the Foundry. Okay, so at the Foundry, St. Louis, we understand, you know, that's the big food court with everything else that you got, shopping spaces. Well, Sanctioned is a more exclusive shoe space, you know, apparel, really, you know, upper end, right? So, of course, we know who Currency is. We know what Currency likes. We know he likes dope shoes and dope clothes. So I figured it would only be best, and it gives us room and a different scene to take it down to the meet and greet will be down at the Foundry. So they'll be inside the Foundry or the Sanctioned down at the Foundry. We'll be providing more information here shortly and soon, because I just want to make sure that the amount of people who are coming and want to meet and greet Currency have an opportunity to actually meet this guy and not have to be so congested and just push, ran out of the way. So it gives you an opportunity to learn of a new space. They got dope shoes, nice clothes, and a dope ass spot in St. Louis. And it gives a bit of the opportunity to see some cool shit that we got in St. Louis. You know what I mean? So definitely look for the emails of the information, rerouting everybody for the meet and greet down at the Foundry at the store called Sanctioned. This will be between, and initially I was saying 7 o'clock for the meet and greet at Java. This will be, you know, line up at 6:30 at Sanctioned at the Foundry. He'll probably only be there for about an hour and 20 minutes, which will give us enough time to run everybody, you know, get the opportunity to meet him. Furthermore, Sanctioned is only like 4 minutes away from Hot Java. So once you get that, if you want to get some food or whatever, if you know, walk to your car after you did the meet and greet, hop in your car, down Vanderveer, make a right here on Manchester to Lights Down. You right at Java Park. Come on in. Doors will be open, ready and waiting for you. Get your drinks. Get lit. Get your blunt. I smoke blunts. Okay. So I know y'all.
Likewise, brother. Likewise.
I smoke blunts. So if y'all got y'all, you know,
anything that you need.
Yeah. If you need your papers, roll up your joints, you know, roll up your doinks, you know, get together, because for Hot Java is a 420 friendly space. Yeah, so we're having a good time, man. We really, Hot Java's really looking for everybody. They're getting prepared. They're excited. So, you know, we're all excited. We're just, you know, ready to have a good time.
And that's a fact, bro. And listen, I just want to give Currency his flowers real quick, because not only, you know, him coining the phrase gas and bringing it to the populace, he also was the first nigga I saw with a raw cone. When I saw this nigga I'm like, what is that?
Yep.
Yeah. What is that? I've never seen that. What is this?
Yep.
And
he's the reason why we smoke joints.
Raw cones, bro.
Yep. For raw cones. So for raw cones, well, all right. So so you got to give raw cones more to Wiz than you got to give it to Currency.
Okay.
And you understand that. Right. And you know, the whole thing about that conversation was, you know, Currency wanted to stay underground, kind of the Outcast thing.
Yeah, that's what
he wanted to stay underground, and Wiz wanted to go mainstream, which was totally acceptable, and they, you know, totally understood. But the mainstream effect of what, you know, Wiz had to offer, Raw's came in. However, the whole everybody smoking joints again fad came from Currency. Currency talked to Wiz. Wiz was smoking blunts. And it was the fact that you could get 32 motherfucking rolls out of this one little packet, and it's better on your chest. It ain't got all that horse shit on you. And if you ever hear that nigga Currency talk about it, he be on it.
You see that video when they did that to Nip? When they trying to convince Nip?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, that's cool. Smoke blunts. I smoke.
That's out the Nip. It's like, come on, dog. He's like, there's a whole label on the front of the blunts, man.
Yeah, talk all that shit. Still smoking them Swisser sweets. Yeah, at that time of life. So you know, yeah, that was a hilarious thing. But that whole thing that comes from currency. You know what I'm saying? Because what Rick Ross was smoking, all of a sudden start smoking J's and shit, and everybody smoking J's and shit.
Slim Thug, smoking
Slim Thug, right. All of it.
It's been transcended through a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
The whole Taylor gang does. So therefore, it's just like, oh, if you're a Taylor, you got Chuck T's and you smoke, papers or whatever. But that's currency.
They've been leading that movement for a long time. I remember the video with Waka Flocka. I think Wiz had walked in his trailer. He was smoking all joints. You know, them niggas smoking big blunts. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But yeah, them boys been on that paper plane.
He broke the internet when he showed you how to put the corner of the joint together. He broke the internet.
Yeah,
I saw that in real time. I'm like, oh shit, I've been rolling joints wrong the whole time. Oh, okay, nigga, right on. Yeah, he broke the internet with that shit. He changed the way I roll motherfucking joints. But I ain't gonna lie to you, that shit crazy.
It was an old head who taught me how to put weirdest situation. I'm in college, freshman year, and he was one of the RAs or not. And this dude brought in some Acapulco Gold. I ain't that old, but bro found some Acapulco Gold. He put a boat, the boat that he shows, but the difference from him, he crumbled it up. After he put the boat in, he just crumbles up the joint paper, then unfolds it, and then puts the weed in. The ideal is the crumbled paper holds the weed in place.
Yeah,
and
it holds the weed and it burns a little bit. Yeah, and I ain't know shit about that until that was this 2002. For some of these motherfucking listeners, that's as long I've been smoking as long as you've been alive, my nigga. So. That part. Yeah,
hey, I ain't mad at that.
2004.
I ain't mad.
I know I've been smoking since '98, so that part. Yeah, '98. Okay. I've been getting high for a long time. Nigga.
Your roots go back.
Yeah. Still chasing high. Hell yeah, nigga.
That's it, bro. That's a fact, man. Shout out to all my weed smokers, man. It's gonna be a dope ass event for the city, man. I can't wait. Definitely looking forward to this, man. So all my Jet Lifers, if you haven't got your tickets, please get your tickets, man. Where can they find those tickets, bro?
Oh, in the comments. I just slammed it down.
Slammed it down. Pin it if I can. To the top so they can see it.
Make sure y'all grab these tickets, y'all. This is gonna be a dope ass experience.
Shouts out to John Prophet watching on YouTube, man. He said just chilling here watching with y'all, man. Nice to see St. Louis showing up on my YouTube feed. So shouts out to him, man.
Shout out to John, man, watching the content, man. Appreciate you, brother, for sure.
What's up, man?
This is going down. Oh man, hold on. Listen. Is this P? Is P online too? I see P over
there. Man.
I didn't even say nothing about that.
P always got to bring up Eminem in every damn episode. I don't know why. He got it. He say today's the anniversary. Eminem wrote "Stand" while in the boys' home. You probably right about that. But you know what? The crazy part is I was just listening to the Marshall Mathers album yesterday. I just bumped "Stand" yesterday, so it might be the anniversary. Maybe that's why I bumped that shit. I don't know.
But, that's crazy. I ain't even say nothing, man. We gonna let's bit of shit because he don't even. Bro. He know I've been listening to.
Yeah, this dude is the anti-currency guy.
He's anti-currency, bro.
He's the only guy that's anti-currency. The only
way before.
I've never heard of that. That exists.
Real talk, bro. He don't. He say he make them. He rap drowsy. Whatever excuse in the book. I'm like, bro, you can't recognize the genius.
Yeah, bro. My partner is really anti-currency.
Double the triple entendre. Stop playing, man. Leave my boy alone.
Mm-hmm. I had so much hope for Hazy. So much hope.
But if you bring up OJ Superman, he gonna be right there with you. Now.
Right, you hear me? Now, the crazy shit is I ain't gonna hold them because I mean those are some of the words and some of the descriptions of currency. I remember of us having like shit when I learned the currency about my senior year of high school, so about like 2002. So like, yeah, when we start talking about him, like where the cash at with him, Wayne, and that song, it was like, yeah, I remember Currency. Yeah, but he got that, you know, kind of lazy kind of flow and that. But that nigga's a New Orleans like a motherfucker.
Right, he got that southern drawl on his voice. Yeah,
and a lot of people don't know the big brother is Mr. Marcello.
Yeah, Mr. Marcello. Yep, very true. Real cool ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? But that nigga raps like that, but does not talk that. He got too much fucking energy. Currency.
Oh yeah, he don't talk like that. But you know who does talk like that? Side note, I met Mystical at when I was working at the hotel at the Marriott, right? And long story short, server told me he was out there. I'm like, man, we're bullshit. So he was. So I went out there. I spoke to him. That nigga, bro, how he raps is how he talks. He's like, what's up, man? I was like, oh shit, this nigga, hey, he right here. But long story short, I met that nigga, got his little autograph. Well, no, I ain't getting no autograph. I took a picture with him, but he had threw me some weed though, bro. Because when I walked past, his aura smelled like weed. Bro,
still smoking. You won't lie.
He was like, man, you smell that shit? He said, man, that shit way across the hotel. You need some? I'm like, yeah. So then about 45 minutes passed. He finished doing what he did. He told the server to come out, told him to come out there. Took a flick. He gave me a little, like, here's my number. But, it was a little pack. I was like, oh, man, this is a real nigga. So shouts out to Mystical, man. Straight up.
Oh, real nigga. But you know what? But here is, I don't know if this is an appropriate time or space. And y'all know I'm always going to say something wild, right? And I don't think this is too wild, but my man, I fuck with not Currency. I fuck with Michael Brown. Mystical, like
Mystical.
First time he went down, Michael, I thought it was some bullshit.
Yeah,
it was bullshit. It was.
Yeah.
Second time he came out, goddamn, you did it again. Goddamn it. Well, you know what? You just probably got that jail shit on you.
Yeah.
Oh, third time, cuz you got that's on you. That's just how you kind of feel, bro.
I knew where he was going.
Mystical, dog, that shit crazy, dog. You stupid. Yeah, if you didn't get caught up on that bullshit, think about where Mystical would be right now, bro.
I know, bro. What? And you know what? The crazy part is the crazy part of it, rather, when he came out the second time, people were like, where is his career going to go? Then he got that hit with, I think, Bruno Mars. Yeah. He did a track with Bruno Mars or something like that, and he kind of found his lane with that live band type sound. You know what I'm saying? So I saw him doing big things, and all of a sudden, boom, he got hit with the third case. So it's like, bro, man, I hate to say it, but it might be an issue there, bro.
That's an issue. You don't even know how to talk to them guys, dog. You be just straight up going extra miles. You know what I'm saying? Doing all the. Because think about it. Just a quick second. Think about that nigga was on top of the world. Like he been so long. You up here got fucking Pharrell. You got Pharrell and them niggas. Like they didn't need Pusha T in the Clips. They had Mystical, nigga. And I get it. Mystical was for what he was, but like as far as for party. No, it wasn't so much. Well, he was getting over into party about that time. He was competing with like what DMX and all them other supercharged ass niggas, Jay-Z, Nelly, and all that shit.
Luda.
He would Luda, all that stuff. So think about like that. Then hear all the names that we saying. Like every one of them niggas is legendary in the rap game. Like he is still legendary, but could have been way further. And then the nigga can rap his ass off.
Facts. Super undeniable right there, dog.
Yeah, like you can rap your ass off, bro. You ain't even really have to do much. My nigga just do your thing. And I mean, he did his thing, though.
Stay out the way.
That's definitely one of those black shades on hip hop, man. Because this is one of those what could have type stories, you know.
Like a motherfucker, dog. Like a motherfucker. I think about that every time we start to talk about Mystical. It's like Mystical had everything, bro. And had everything. Like shit, I know I started listening to No Limit harder because I knew Mystical was on No Limit. You know what I'm saying? And then everything else that came. Like, think about it. Them No Limit tracks, the No Limit song on each one of them tracks. You went to the Mystical's part. You know what I'm saying? Or at least I know I
was
did.
an anchor back then.
With the disrespect, man. The disrespect is real.
I fuck with him, but it's just like shit.
No
nigga,
doubt. Yeah, Mystical
I couldn't
always had
understand
with
that. Yeah, man. He just
because you know what? Out of on the No Limit, you had a lot of guys who was rapping because it was going to be lucrative. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it, I'm gonna be disrespectful. I know KG gonna be mad at me, but cats like Silk the Shocker, C Murder, I felt like they got into the rapping because their brother was into the rapping and they kind of crafted something so they could be a legitimate rapper. But cats like Mystical was already true artists. Mia X, Fiend, that was already true artists. I felt like they was gonna blow up regardless, you know what I mean? But
that's a cool statement. I thought you was just
okay. No, I mean because we didn't have arguments about
it's in the intro, nigga. It's in the intro, nigga. Put some respect.
Right. Facts. But
I keep hating on that, man. But it's a lot of children running around with his style doing their thing. So
no doubt. I give my props to Silk. Charge to the Game is a classic. We are.
I mean, that's undeniable.
That's undeniable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to take nothing away from him, but it just feels like Mystical was he already had an album before he joined up with the camp.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? He had big singles off that album, so he was already an established artist. So that was for sure. He was definitely one of the anchors of No Limit. Straight up, it wouldn't have been as big as they was if it wasn't for cats like him joining up, Snoop Dogg joining with the crew.
Oh man, what? Man, and of course, I still, I loved I loved Mac. You know what I'm saying? So
come on, Mac is another true artist.
Fiend and Mac. Most of my handles are Mr. Womp. For the internet spaces, right? And that's based off of Fiend. And when I talk to much love, Playboy, much love, Playboy. I was like, yeah, dog. So do you understand that I went by me? Because the dude found my name himself for years ago. Because like, who's all going under Mr. Womp? Because he was doing Mr. Womp and all that. So it's the mere fact that I was like, yeah, nigga, I was I'm 265 and full of pride, and I was 285 at that time in life, my nigga. So yeah, nigga, so I had to be Mr. Womp for a couple of years of high school and kind of ran that as my thing. So him, Mac, Murder, Kill, that was all of our ritual or anthem songs before we got on the football field. So the No Limit songs, depending on which album, it didn't matter of. Master P still is who Master P was. Them posse cuts.
The posse cuts, man. Yeah, facts. Everybody else.
Great segue. We're talking about No Limit though, so I'm gonna bring this up.
Yeah. I saw that the whole Cash Money No Limit, Cash Money Rockefeller, Rough Rider game. That nigga look what? That is
crazy.
That's
probably the one concert that I hate that it's the greatest concert that ever existed to me, and I didn't even get to go to was the Cash Money Rockefeller.
Me too. And they came here. They came to the Loop.
Yes,
man.
Hey, man, my peoples would not let me. I don't know if I got.
Man, yours, mine's too, bro. I had got in trouble apparently.
Fuck you with that. But all my other people's, Big Joe, Rod, all them cats, man, was able to go to this, and they said it was just one for the books, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, I went to Up and Smoke. A lot of folks felt like Up and Smoke was one, but nah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was that.
That's another one I missed though. That's
that was the comeback because I missed the Cash Money Rough Rider Rockefeller guy. That had to be. I mean, think about it. They had a fucking movie. What was the name of that damn movie? Backstage. Thank you.
Oh yeah, Backstage. Yeah, Backstage. Yeah.
Backstage was insane. That was a time of life, like seriously, where rap was milk and honey land. You know what I'm saying?
Heaven, bro.
Straight.
Couldn't miss, man. Everybody was just hitting right. That's a fact. Yeah, backstage was. I ain't never seen you seen backstage footage, but I'd never seen it to that point. You know what I'm saying? Backstage definitely. Yeah, they went in depth. Some shit. We got some classic. I believe that's the. Isn't that the video where you got DMX, Jay-Z, and the Muslim dude rapping?
Yeah, backstage.
That's crazy, bro. That Muslim was killing niggas.
Was that Jay Electronica?
Was it?
I think
so. Actually, when you say damn, bro.
I think that was Jay Electronica.
I'm gonna go back and watch that.
But you know what? It kind of favored him now from what I'm recollecting. But I think he was more bigger though. Like he was more stockier or something though.
Yeah, big ass cat, New Orleans cat.
Damn, that would be super dope. If that's the story behind that.
I'm pretty sure that was Jay Electronica.
Wow. Because he killed that, especially when he hit him with the Assalamu Alaikum, man.
Yeah, fucked everybody up, right?
He killed it, bro.
Yeah, man. So that's the same one where Redman and Method Man was hacking up that's one part. I don't know why I can't erase from my brain. Them niggas was hacking up loogies talking about, don't smoke kids. Like, disgusting, nigga.
Disgusting shit.
And I spit up them same kind of loogies, nigga.
That's some blunts, man.
The blunts, exactly. Dude, every fucking time. Man. But yeah, again, Currency, Spitter, the 747 band, Fendi P, Young Deja, May 26th, Hot Java. Get your tickets in the comments. Make sure you follow through.
I pinned the comment too, man, on Facebook. I pinned the comment. Live on Facebook. I pinned the comment.
Yeah, don't meet me there, beat me there, man. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss out on this. This is going to be one of the hip hop events of the year in St. Louis, man. So this is special. Every city didn't get a chance to get spit on the 422. So we're very special to be one of those few cities that got a chance. Like you say, with the 747 band, I think that's a whole nother dynamic to it. So that's super dope.
I fucking called music the Clockwork Music. I was like, hey, he ain't coming to nowhere in the Midwest. I want him here at St. Louis. What do we need to do? He told me, the dude said, photo, find all your money and send it to me. And I was like, okay, here I come. Find all your money. Okay. All right.
Say less.
Yeah, all right. Let me look up all this money. Find it all. But yeah, and if it weren't for me doing that, Indianapolis wouldn't have put him on the books neither. So we were trying to keep him as the last spot. We tried to keep him as the last spot.
But crazy.
So crazy, but he was only going to Chicago. That was it. He was coming home. So I was like, oh yeah, well, St. Louis, y'all must not know. But funny thing is, they said they were looking for the Ready Room. They didn't. It was me having to call them. It was like, Hot Java is the Ready Room. So made that happen, man.
It's super dope, bro. Super dope, man. Well, you already know, man. May 26th is about to be an extravaganza, an event. Meet and greets in effect down at Sanction at the Foundry. That's going to be a whole dope look. And like you say, you're going to have more space, more of another still an intimate setting to be able to meet one of your favorite rappers of all time. So please, man, don't meet me there, beat me there. It's going down. Real.
Yeah. And if you want to get your meet and greet tickets, you can still get your meet and greet tickets along with your general admission tickets online at the link provided below. But for those who want to do just the meet and greet, I'll have a solution for you here soon. But like I said, thanks to MC Trez, he was like, "Oh hell yeah." Let's do the meet and greet down here, please. Everybody else, and even Hot Java, I appreciate them being part of what I got going on, and their brand has really helped me a lot, and it's a good aesthetic, hard grounded kind of group. So working to make it make sense for everybody.
No doubt, man. And so far you've been putting on, man, like I say, with the movie viewings you had down there, man. We look forward to the future endeavors between you and Java Lounge, man. We already know you got some big things coming down. And also, before I forget, for the Taylor Gang fans, not only are we going to have an artist from Taylor Gang opening, but Wiz is coming here too in July.
Yep, he comes back.
Yeah, he's gonna be at the amphitheater. I just saw that yesterday. So
he just posted that. Yep.
Facts, bro. So man. So Taylor Gang Jet Life, they taking over St. Louis this year, baby.
Man.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know, maybe I'm full of myself, but during the promotions for Cushion Mimosas for 420, which was a really good event, I promise. I know, the thing is, Will says, "Oh yeah, I'll be on the Instagram. I'll be searching. I'll be seeing. I'll be looking." I promise. I know he's seen our shit because some of the, all this tangent of freestyles he on. Which let's talk about it. If this new Wiz album is dope as fuck. Not gonna hold it, but you know what's legendary? This motherfucking promotional run. This nigga has been on a promo run for Cushion Orange Juice. All right, yeah, we didn't talk about Cushion Orange Juice years, but to know that it was coming out, this nigga has been pushing Cushion Orange Juice since October.
Yeah.
So
I was about to say at least a good 6 months or so for sure.
Exactly. He did a 6-month run for just Cushion Orange Juice and dropped hella music. It was like the nigga dropped the album and a mixtape, and if you paid attention, he's still dropping songs right now. It's like, dog, that's legendary. If this is the kind of PR promotional marketing that you got to do for your next album or your mixtape, that's a lot of work. But man, if you want motherfuckers to sign up, be a part of your program, opposed to just another motherfucker with some music. That's what you're gonna have to do. But again, I promise, one of them freestyles he dropped, he was like saying some words particular to some of my promotion. I'm like,
okay.
I ain't gonna feel myself too much, but right on, big dog. Right on. I'm glad you see that. And we wish that you was here and you didn't come here, so I had to do something for it. So I made sure it was a listening party for you. Now you coming in July after Spitter gets here in May. Touche.
There we go, man.
I appreciate it.
Shout out to Wiz, man. And like you said, bro, Cushion Orange Juice 2 is a dope ass project, man. I love the direction of the album, the production, the features, everything was just in line, bro. So dope ass project, Wiz, for sure.
Yeah. And don't forget Currency's new track, new shit too. He damn it, of course. Because I got so much on my mind.
Yeah, I just saw a new track with Currency, man. With something.
Oh, he got a lot of stuff.
I'll be right back, y'all. 1 second.
Yeah. Never Catches. Why couldn't I think of the name Never Catches for nothing? But Never Catches, this is one time
I like the Airport Industries on that motherfucker, him and Wiz.
Oh man, what is the everything on this motherfucker? To me, this is one of his standout mixtapes, but this is also the most features I've ever seen him have. And I mean, dope ass features, of course, Wiz, Styles P, the usual suspects. But when he had Conway on there, O3 Greedo, you know what I'm saying?
I was surprised at O3 Greedo because I think he collaborated with him maybe once back in the day.
Yeah. You know what I'm
even
saying?
Like a Trippie Redd, not on this particular project, but when he did a song with Trippie Redd, that was different.
Yeah, it was a lot different.
Even the white boy, what's the white boy that's like Malibu's Most Wanted? What's that dude's name?
Oh, you talking about the Neon, my boy fucking R, starts with R,
Riff Raff. When he did something, I was like, okay, this is
that was hot. I was hot.
Yeah,
so the Neon,
like Ralph Sampson.
That nigga was hard. Yeah, I appreciate it. But you know what? He always is, in the know, and I appreciate Spitter for that. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, even with him and Primo Rice, just think about that. Y'all like Primo Rice?
I like Primo Rice because him, Polyester the Saint, and Jay Worthy kind of all in the same vein. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. They all got the same vibe, man. Ellie Dollar Sign.
Polyester the Saint.
Ellie Dollar Sign, Les. There we go. That's another. But these are all off that whole spin of Currency Wiz, the lifestyle guy. So, but yeah, y'all like Primo, huh?
Okay. Oh yeah, bro. I mean, you know what? When you compare, like a lot of people, when they talk about family trees, they always go to Dr. Dre because he does have a dope ass family tree from NWA down to 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? But when you think about Currency and Wiz, they got a dope ass family tree, man. A lot of dope acts that we listen to spawned from them trees, you know what I'm saying? For real. Like Primos, the Ellie Dollars, you know what I'm saying? The Larry Jones, the Dom Kennedys. I see all that in the same, you know what I'm saying, in the same mind.
Yeah, so I mean, now I communicate with Fendi P, so I already told Fendi we got a little something to do, but let me look under my sleeve here. What about Primo Rice? I don't know. We might have something in here about Primo.
Whoa. Is this exclusive news right here?
Well, not yet.
We're gonna stay tuned, man. We're gonna stay tuned.
Yeah, facts.
And it's funny, I met Fendi P back in the day before he was Fendi P when he was still Corner Boy.
Corner Boy P.
Yeah. You remember when Jet Life came to the old Rock House?
I missed that one.
Yeah, they had.
I caught everything else but that one.
The Fiend was on that flyer, and for whatever reason, he didn't make it, and they replaced him with Sir Michael Rocks. I don't know if y'all were familiar with the Cool Kids, but he was
Cool Kids.
Cool Kids.
Taylor Gang for a second. I mean, Jet Life for a second, and then Young Roddy was the headliner. That was a
Young Roddy. Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, to make a long story short, me and my tattoo guy Manny, who was on here a couple shows back, we was outside, and Fendi P. I think it was before his performance or after. I don't know, but either way, we saw him, took a little flick with him and shit. I don't know what happened to that phone or that camera. That shit probably got smashed and shit. But I remember that nigga Manny was like, "Yeah, man," and he dogged my goddamn backwood too, bro. Cause he almost put, like, if I really remember correctly, that nigga pulled like some Snoop Dogg shit on How High when he dogged that motherfucking
right, real quick,
bruh.
Like,
God damn,
it was funny as crazy, bro. But yeah, that was the old Rock House. That was some years ago. I might still have that stuff, but.
Shout out to Fendi, man. He's still dropping dope ass music. I think we talked about it a few
episodes. Oh yeah, Fendi dropping hella dope ass music.
What was that? The Blue Carrera, Red Edition.
Yeah, the Red Edition, the Blue Edition. Yo,
hey, man, that shit is fire, bro. So
we feel like folks sleeping.
One project y'all need to go back and listen to of his, if y'all haven't already, is that LS3.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if I have or not, but that motherfucking project is so hard, bro.
Yeah, that's why I say I feel like a lot of people sleep on Fendi, but it's because he's New Orleans. He's New Orleans. The nigga be living at halftime between there and Atlanta, and he's just so New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to. It's because if you don't understand niggas who from New Orleans and hear they lingo and know how they talk, it's hard to understand what that nigga Fendi be talking about. Even with Spitter sometimes. But yeah, man. Definitely got an appreciation for Fendi. Fendi a real ass nigga, dog. No lie, real ass cat, stand up cat.
Yes, sir.
And then but we're gonna be able to see him, Young Deja, with the 747 band with Currency, Hot Spitter.
Please,
May 27th. And Java again, get them tickets. Get them tickets.
Pinned in the comments. I repeat,
yes, sir.
Link is pinned in the
link is in the comments. But listen, I don't know how much time you got with us, man. But I did want to bring up one more topic, man. KG, if you can bring that picture up, man. I just want you to give your thoughts and share how you feel about this right here, man. We got some great news that broke last week, I believe.
Yeah, man. And I saw that too, man. Congratulations to those dudes. But I don't even understand why it took that damn long. You know, they were the only double album that did what kind of numbers? Because I know it did like double diamond or something crazy.
Yeah, that shit did crazy numbers.
Crazy.
That music is still being played, and it's again the whole thing about Outkast. They were always ahead of themselves, always ahead of their time. That music is still classic to today, still playable to today. There's generations of kids that know their music today that were born, you know, from people who were born from the 60s, even 50s, all the way up to kids who were born last decade. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's such a transcending, you know, bit of art that they provided, but also just everything that they did, such as kicking the door down and making the longest run of hip hop down south.
Yeah,
putting in, putting.
Say.
I don't think I ever heard that before, but it sounds good when you put it together.
New York didn't hold hip hop this. I mean, they the birth. Yeah, we understand that New York ain't have hip hop as long as the South had, and the West Coast love the West Coast. I listen to a shit ton of West Coast. They have hip hop as long as the South had. It was based on these two guys right here.
I agree.
These two guys messed to a lot of purists. They messed everything up. Y'all shouldn't have never booed them niggas when they was on stage.
Oh my God!
Andre took that personal.
I was pissed off when I saw it, bro. I'm like, y'all niggas booing Outkast? What the fuck?
Well,
yeah, man, I was kind of embarrassed for New York on that one.
Yeah, when that nigga said the South got something to say, I mean, shit did not stop. New York didn't see that shit come back until them niggas start digging down into doing some South shit, man. So they deserve it. I really wish that they got this almost 10 years ago, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? The album is what was 2025. So when did that album come out? 2004. The Love Below, the Speaker Box, 2003, 2004. That's over. Yeah. I had to remember where I was in life. I was in Arkansas, and I was at UAPB. I was doing some extracurricular activities, and I ain't talking about school. So it was good times, man. So I'm very happy for them. I'm super excited to see their name plaqued and forever. But they changed hip hop straight up. And Cadillac Funky Music. That never, ever, 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 ever forget that album. Like that's the beginning. You know what I mean?
Outkast, Outkast hold the crown to me in so many categories. And like you just mentioned, that Cadillac Funky Music. If you had to, they probably hold the crown from somebody reinventing themselves. From Cadillac Funky Music to ATLiens, just complete difference. You know what I'm saying? And for them guys to make a classic album doing that one style, do a whole new style, start producing some of their own music. They produced Elevators. I didn't know that. Elevators.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they started producing their own music, making another classic. Come on, bro. I couldn't believe it when they said Andre 3000 produced it. I'm like, what? Nigga, are you serious? That's one of the hardest beats ever in hip hop to me, bro.
Straight up, bro.
Crazy.
When that motherfucker dropped, that motherfucker different, yeah.
Definitely did. Yeah. But man, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I do got a hard stop, and I gotta take care of some other business so I can make sure that this event is top tier. So again, I really, really appreciate y'all every time y'all allow me to set foot on this platform. Every time that y'all even suggest that anything that y'all like, I didn't even know that y'all made a post because I haven't been on Facebook. I didn't even know until I just turned this shit on. It was over a day. I'm like, damn, my boys already putting it up for me. I appreciate y'all to the utmost. So I really appreciate it. Without saying it, we got some shit to do, y'all. We got some work to do.
Hey man, without further ado, Big J, JMR Solutions. Appreciate you coming by, y'all. 826 Hot Java Lounge. Currency in the building, Fendi P in the building, Asia in the building. You don't want to miss this one. We got meet and greet tickets still left out there, y'all. General admission is still left. Don't meet me there, beat me there, man. Appreciate it, Jay, man.
Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good day, man. Love.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, doubt, man. Man, that just gets me hyped up, bro. It's about to go down.
It is
Late
going down.
26, the city's gonna be on fire, man. It's about to go down, man. Y'all listen. Bring out your Jet Life gear. Bring out your raw cones, your blunts, your Phillies. You want to take it back in the day? Get some strawberry swishers. I don't care. Bring them out, bro. We doing this, man.
I miss those low key. Strawberry.
Hey, they probably still got them out there. You got to go to a dirt cheap, man. You got to go to you know, like a tobacco spot. You know what I mean? Not just a gas station. You got to go to a dirt cheap or something like that.
Yeah, I missed them. The strawberry. I only smoked 2 flavored blunts when I was smoking blunts. The peach Optimos, those were fire.
Yeah, I fuck with peach Optimos. That's a fact.
And them strawberry swishes, bro.
Yes,
Them the only 2. Everybody was getting grape and all this other weird
grape was too. It was too much. It was like smoking a diamond tap. It was too much. I couldn't really fuck with. Yeah, I tried them. Now I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I tried that. I tried blueberry. I tried the whatever flavors, nigga, hot chili pepper, whatever. If they came out with a flavor, I tried it because it was like it was something new. It was like we used to smoke a regular, you know, sweet blunts, you know. So when they came out with that, the honey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all that shit, bro. Yeah, we fucked with it, man. And we was getting wraps, man. I remember they used to sell them wraps at the Amicole 367 in Parker. Or this is the BP now, I should say. But yeah, they had the first cast that I knew that had like the wraps. It was like honey wraps that came in like a sandwich bag. It wasn't even like a little regular bag. It was a sandwich bag. And those was the wraps. And those was fire, you know, burn slow. But anyway, I'm going back too far, kids. I'm not promoting that. I ain't promoting that. I'm just saying that's how I used to be back in the day.
That's
man.
back when a dub was four fat blunts and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I mean a dub was damn near like a 7 grams sometimes, man. You know, you give a nigga $20, he just give you a big fistful of shit. Nigga, I ain't got no bags. Thank you. You know, I'm putting the shit in my shirt, man. You know what I'm saying? Running to the car. You know, make sure I ain't dropping none of this. But yeah, man, that's when you know, that's when weed was a little bit more plentiful. You know what I'm saying? Cats was throwing out them plays, man. But yeah, whatever, you know. But man, I just can't stress it enough, y'all. If you haven't got tickets, if you don't even know who Currency is, but you're a person that like good vibes, great music. He's got the 747 band. I'm guessing that's live music, so you're gonna have a live music factor to it as well. So that's definitely gonna make it a special evening. You know what I'm saying? So y'all don't want to miss this one.
He had a band when I saw him in 2023. I don't know if that was the 747 band, but
okay,
man, when Lito was there.
Facts, bro. Wait, listen, dog. It's about to go down, man. So, but anyway, y'all, stay tuned for more on that. More meet and greet information. We're gonna have that for you in the whole 9, man. Facts, bro. Going down in a major way, man.
Can't wait.
Straight up.
I might have to just bring a whole 7 to the show.
Just have everything just already prepared.
That's what I'm saying. I'm bring a whole 7.
Right. Straight up. It's going down in a major way, man. It's only right, y'all.
Only thing I want, if in return, if I can get it from Currency, is a drop, bro, or some weed. That'll be
no doubt, bro. That's what I'm definitely aiming for. You know what I'm saying? Facts, bro.
The spit your game, talk this shit, drop. Oh my god, that'll be legendary.
That'll be legendary, y'all. So y'all pray for us so we get that drop, y'all. Y'all put that in the atmosphere. Spit your game, talk your shit need to be uttered by my man Spitter Hydrate. You know what I'm saying? For sure, we got to get that.
Man.
You know what, man? Not only that though, but it's been a lot of crazy shit going on in the atmosphere, man. There's a lot of things we're gonna get to. You know, time permitting, I should say. But man, bring up this picture right here because this is really been sizzling on everybody's mind. It's been cooking. You know what I'm saying? That's right, y'all. And forgive me the picture, but I just thought it was funny with some scared. But no, these niggas don't look scared. These niggas look ready. Like this one nigga right here, like Michael John White. But 100 niggas versus a gorilla. Now, I've been going back and forth on my stance on this one, y'all. I'm going to keep it real. I've been going back and forth. I was like, you know what? 100 niggas will take care of a gorilla. But then, God dog, when I start seeing some of the damn characteristics and statistics.
Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers can lift 10 times their body weight, so that means they can bench press like 2,000 pounds or some shit. It's crazy, nigga. What these niggas can do is crazy. So I'm like, hold on, man. It's gonna be a lot of brains on the ground because one punch, it's one hit of quitters. You're not gonna take a combo from a gorilla, right?
Mm-hmm.
He don't need to. He just. Wow, there's a big ass wallop and your head about to damn near come off your shoulders, man. So I kind of changed my stance. But then I'm like, damn, it's just one gorilla. If niggas is strategic and listen, like I told my man Alex, I was like, listen, bro, you can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs. There's gonna be some dead niggas in the pile. Somebody's gonna have to sacrifice. But out of 100 niggas, I figured you sacrifice about 25 niggas. But this is what I feel. If you get 20 niggas to jump on one arm, 20 niggas to get the other arm, 20 niggas to get one leg, and that's for real. Like, if you able to do that, bro, then you got a motherfucking chance, bro, of pinning this big motherfucker down. And I ain't talking about, I'm talking about some good size motherfuckers. I ain't talking about nigga that's $140. No disrespect to my $140, but I'm just saying, like, you know, we need some football players, we need some wrestlers out there, right? So I kind of changed my stance. Like, if you do it strategically, you might be able to. If everybody focus on the limb, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think you got to do, because you got to make sure he ain't revving up that motherfucking swing force. But it's gonna be about 20 niggas that meet their end trying to make that happen. And I want to know from the comments, man, how do y'all feel? How y'all feel, man? But before we get to them, man, how do you feel, man? 100 niggas versus gorilla, man. Is it possible? Is it true? Can it happen, y'all? What do you think?
Man, this shit is funny that it's been buzzing this long, bro. This shit got the internet crazy. Yeah, strategy would definitely work in a perfect world, but I mean, a charged up 500-600 pound gorilla, my nigga, that's different work, dog. Like, that's not like how you're saying it is like he's gonna be calm when you grab the nigga. Like, how you gonna get 20 niggas? You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying. It's gonna be a strategy. You're gonna have to go legs first, but you're gonna be wailing and pouncing on you. Like,
it's going down, bro. Like I say, bro, it's gonna be some casualties. I might even up that to maybe 35 casualties. It's gonna be some casualties, but I just feel like I just feel like if you got niggas that's trying to break your arm, like if you got 20 niggas on one arm and they bringing it all the way back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have to do something. You definitely going to have to gouge out his eyes. Somebody's got to go for the eyes and keep it 100.
Unless the niggas that's fucking with his arms weigh a combined weight of 2,000 pounds, he going to be able to launch their motherfucking ass. So that's what I'm saying.
Right. But we do apply pressure ourselves too. Not as much as a gorilla, but a combined 20 niggas and they all forcing something to go this way, you know. I'm saying it's possible, big dog. Now I think the legs is going to be the biggest problem because I think everybody's legs probably the strongest parts of their body, perhaps. You know,
and that's what they use the most to move. The legs.
Exactly. So the legs is going to be a lot of niggas with some open guts. A lot of niggas gonna get kicked right through the stomach. That's just a fact. But all in all, if you gotta save your village and there's only 100 niggas and no weapons, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I feel like you gotta go for the easiest targets. What is the most exposed parts of their body, right? That's gonna cause maximum damage, right? So I say you got to go for the eyes because their eyes is not like it's shielded by like tons of muscle and bone or something. So you can gouge out their eyes, which would take away one of their senses. So that type of action right there, maximize it. Now, what's the next thing you can do? Well, poor little guy, they don't wear jeans. So you gotta stump those motherfucking nuts to nothing, nigga. You got the motherfuckers.
They don't wear jeans.
They don't wear jeans, my nigga. You gonna have to go ahead and stump them nuts, nigga, till they no more. You gotta put some major pain now. He's gonna flip out.
Yeah, he's
That's
gonna
what this
go
nigga
hard
gonna
on
do
you.
that M. Bison shit when he do the 360 and just started. But hey, nigga, that's what you gotta do, bro.
That's funny, man.
And after everybody gets put on the t-shirt, it's gonna be about 5 niggas left. But, I don't know, man. That shit was just crazy to me, man. I don't know. I'm going back and forth, but I do think if you just got niggas running up on this motherfucker, no, that's not gonna work. But if you got a strategy and you got niggas willing to sacrifice,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. You know, we got to get some big dudes like some Andre the Giant type niggas. You know what I'm saying?
But they big and slow. I mean, like big and
You know,
agile.
we ain't nobody fat. We just need a nigga that's gonna absorb the first hits. We just need a nigga that's gonna take the first hit. So when he swing and hit your ass, we can catch his arm and do some crazy shit to it. But yeah, man. Shout out to the people that's watching, man. Shout out, man.
Yes, sir.
Getting crazy, man. But I just thought that was funny. Man.
Go Blues, man. Game 7 tomorrow.
Man.
Just
Was
wanted
they
to
the
throw that
playoffs?
out there.
It's the playoffs?
Yeah. They playing the Winnipeg Jets.
Hey,
Game
man,
7
shout out to
tomorrow.
the Blues, man. I ain't even know y'all was in the playoffs, but
Yes, sir.
I'm a hometown nigga, man. So I'm only gonna root for hometown teams.
Hey, we just spoke about this offline, but I'm gonna say it again. But it was dope to see all three out of 4 home teams playing at home simultaneously. The Battlehawks won, the Cardinals lost, and the Blues won. All at home simultaneously, all downtown. I know that shit was fucking bananas.
That's crazy, bro.
And it was raining too, and the YNs was out there, so you know they did some damage.
Man. Well,
Where you gonna go, brother?
man, I kind of want to talk about, man. Let's, you know what? We didn't get a chance to bring up old Shannon Sharp, man.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the lady? What she looked like?
Let's, man. We gonna talk about it. So
Did you
let's.
see what she looked like though? Yeah, you
I
obviously.
might have to put this picture up right here. What's up? You say, yeah, I did see what she looked like. You know what I'm saying? I did catch a glimpse, but I want to put. I gotta share this picture. Hold on, man. 1 second, then we can get to it. I gotta go here. All right, man. Let's load it up, man.
Hell no, that's a different.
Oh, Shannon, man. I had to go here, dog, because he was looking goofy as fuck, and he's acting goofy as fuck now. So I thought the picture is fitting for the occasion, man. But respect to the brother, because I do like Shannon Sharp. I do like him as a TV football personality. I loved him as a player. He was always one of the guys I played with on the Maddens and things of that nature. On the Denver Broncos, for sure, they had a powerhouse team. So, you know, I've been fucking with Shannon Sharp a long time. Of course, you know, his lineage with his brother Sterling Sharp, his older brother, how cold he was before, you know, he got, you know, injured prematurely. That stopped his career, man. But Shannon Sharp is under fire right now, man. You know, it seemed like these scandals, these sex scandals, just getting thrown out on a lot of celebrities, just at will these days. And unfortunately, you know, he got caught up around, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago or whatever time frame it was. His former co-host Skip Bayless got caught up in something similar. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we was all like breathing a sigh of relief, like, whoo, they ain't got nothing for our guy Shannon. I'm glad he keeping his nose clean, and bam. He done had back-to-back sexual scandals. You know, the one where he got, I guess he leaked some footage, some sounds of him banging his Michelle. His shit got leaked on live, him banging his Michelle. And now we got a woman, I don't know her name. I think her name is Gabrielle. If I'm not, matter of fact, I think it is Gabrielle Zuniga. Shouts out to Dr. Umar. He called her Gabrielle Suaniga. Shout out to Dr. Umar. But yeah, anyway, she was I guess reports saying that they might have linked up when she was 19 years old. That's crazy work. So this story got a lot of layers to it, man. We got a prominent celebrity, messing with a young girl. And now the girl is claiming that he did, like rape type sexual acts, choke her, the whole type of thing. You know what I'm saying? She got, I believe, text messages showing threatening messages, audio of him saying that he was going to choke her allegedly. So how do you feel about this, man? We see this story time and time again. First of all, do you believe he's innocent? Let's go there.
I don't know what to believe, but at the same time, dude 56 messing with a 19-year-old. Monique already told him, jokingly, but told his ass, you need somebody old, not necessarily old, but his speed, you know what I'm saying, to go home to, chill out with, unwind with, unpack with, and stay out the mix. But the nigga didn't listen, bro. So here we are right now.
And listen, and I ain't gonna lie, I agree with you when you say, a man in his 50s dealing with a 19-year-old, bro. My son is like 8. My son is 19. I'm sorry, and it's just like I can never, even me. I'm 43. I can never see myself dating somebody my son's age. That's just crazy to me. But I'm not here to shame anybody. But to me, I do think there's some levels to morality to that, man. I mean, girls are so young. I mean, they still really under their father's protection, even though they're going to be under their father's protection for life. But they still really, you know what I'm saying, in the nest. And for you to deal with that, you really putting your life at risk, because some niggas ain't going to go for that. Some fathers, I would say, is not going to go for that. But what we have here is an OnlyFans model, and I'm not here to throw shade on an OnlyFans model, but just to get to it, she's a hustler. She's looking for the pay. She's looking for the come up. So for you to entrust your legacy and your privacy to somebody that like that nature, you rolling the dice. So I can see if she's just a young girl, she's a college, whatever. I really can't see that, but I can see that more than you messing with somebody that's already in the sex industries. You know what I'm saying? She's already getting hollered at by who knows how many guys in the DMs. And for you to play your cards like that was very risky. And he crapped out on this one.
But I ain't gonna hold you. It look like Shannon ain't got no game though.
Woo! Hey, I sure put that in the poll, bro.
I swear to God, just looking at it, it's like he's like, I don't know, he's been groomed just to play football, and then like he's trying to adjust, outside of that. But it looked like he ain't got no game, no swag, no nothing when it comes just to like talking to women, besides outside of having this interview and skills and shit. The nigga ain't got no swag, bro. Like, what is he? I don't know. That's me personally. Like, he has no swag when he talks to women. He's laughing all day.
You know what? I mean, listen, to me, it was kind of surprising because really, if you got a good personality, you can get some chicks. You know what I'm saying? As long as you know, and it seems like he conveys like he got personality on this show. I don't know the man personally. So I didn't think that he wouldn't have no sauce, no drip, but it seemed like he got some manufactured sauce. Like he got a stylist to tell him what to wear type sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I think you ain't got no game, bro. Because listen, a lot of people, only thing, I ain't gonna say a lot of people, but there's many people out there that's missing that main component. They got the game, they just ain't got the money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you already got the game before the money, bro, you ain't got to go through shit like this, bro. Yeah, I'm not about to. If you got the sauce, you're not about to be threatening no chick. You know what I'm saying? You like, bro, I got nigga next. I ain't saying it that harshly, but I'm not about to harass you or do nothing crazy. All right, you ain't feeling me? Peace. I'm just saying you got a lot of options when you in that upper echelon for us, and you know, you're a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? So it seems like he solves a lot of problems by throwing money at him. So he really kind of tricking out there. You know what I'm saying? He really ain't got no game, but he got the paper. Like, so, but that, unfortunately, that shit bites you in the ass, man. And once people see that you a simp like that, they gon'. And I fuck with Shannon Sharpe, man. I really do. I really think that he's
I'm not throwing
light for people in the entertainment field, but
I ain't throwing no smut on his name, but just observing from outside looking in, like he ain't got no game.
Yeah, he ain't got no game. And I just saw a video. I hope it's AI. I don't know if you saw, but it was him doing the electric slide. I don't know what my brother.
That's real. I think that was from some years ago.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, you can tell he ain't. I mean, no game, but no rhythm too. Damn, nigga.
It's like he's a seasoned piece of meat, but it just fell on the floor.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy in itself. But yeah, bro, it just seems like, you know, when you try to throw money, and like I say, bro, like you said earlier, you know, you had Monique, the sister Monique, try to give him some game. You had Cat Williams try to give him some game and giving them their personal experiences to why he doesn't fuck with, you know what I'm saying, that particular section of the population. And then you had then he was just clowning Donnell Rawlins, because Donnell Rawlins openly says he had like a 24-year-old. He like, you over there robbing the cradle and you messing with a girl that was a teenager. So yeah, that looked bad on him too, because it looked like he was throwing rocks but hiding his hands at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it looked bad for my man Shannon. He definitely got a couple stripes, took him away just because how he handled the situation. You ain't got no sauce, man. This is crazy. And then, you know, I'm not here to judge people on their beauty, but I know you can do better than that, man. She's, you know, nice looking girl, whatever, but come on, man. You know, come on, Shannon. I don't, even though you 56, bro, you can get some bad 30-year-olds, man. Some bad 40-year-olds out here. I mean, bad.
Them aunties be looking good.
Listen, aunties look good. What? And the thing is, you know, I always say is, man, when it comes to these situations, bro, you got to get a woman that has something to lose. When you dealing with these type of women, they ain't got nothing to lose. They looking for the paper. Mm-hmm. You know, you got to have a woman that's concerned about her reputation and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? That conducts herself with some class and sophistication before you entrust your legacy, bro.
He just got another to the Hall of Fame, him and his brother.
Right, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like this, and I really believe. I mean, I do believe that some of the reason why I ain't gonna take nothing from Sterling's career. I believe he played for like 7 or 8 years. He has a stellar career for that length of time. But I do believe that Shannon's newfound fame did kind of influence some of those votes too. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, your brother's really blowing up. And his brother been an advocate for his brother getting to the Hall of Fame for years. Every time it's asked, he always spit out his stats. So he's been an advocate. He's been putting it on every big platform. Every time he went back and forth with Skip Bayless. So I do believe that kind of lends a hand to that too. Just to keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just hope he learned this lesson. You know what I mean? Because he ain't got no kids, nothing to do it.
No, Shannon got kids. He got daughters. He got a few kids. I remember that last episode he did with Skip Bayless. He brought his daughter up. You know what I'm saying? Thanking her and shit. Yeah, so he got daughters. He just don't really put them on Front Street, you know, like other celebrities might do with their kids. But I don't know how many he has, but I believe he has some daughters. I don't know if he has any sons. But yeah, he got kids for sure.
That nigga sure don't got no game though.
Yeah, he got no sauce. He got personality, man, but he lacking that sauce when it comes to the women, man. But you know what? He wouldn't even see, like, you know what? And Mace mentioned this, but I had the same sentiments as well. It's like, dog, you get you a black girl, bro. You might think you got to deal with is some child support issues, bro. You ain't got to worry about nobody taking you to court like this, though. You feel me? So
unless you can really do some weirdo shit, you know what I'm saying?
Especially if it's not true. You know what I'm saying? Like a black woman will sue you if you really doing that bullshit. But
yeah,
you know, if it's not true, everybody is not going to just make up a whole lie. You know what I'm saying? But it seemed like old girl was setting them up. Because, like, why are you recording shit anyway? You know what I'm saying? Why are you recording conversations, right? Mm-hmm. You're trying to bait to somebody to say something. So, but listen, man, let this be a lesson to everybody. And it's not about being black. It's not about being white. There's good people on all sides. But it is about recognizing, nigga, what business do you have with a 19-year-old, my nigga? She ain't tripping off your old ass. She's looking for your status and your resources and your accessibility. She want to be able to get into those parties with Denzel in there or whoever. You know what I mean? Like, they not tripping off your ass, bro. Even if you piping that motherfucker down, they ain't tripping off your old ass, bro. Trust me, they are not going to be the women that's wiping your ass when you came motherfucker wipe your own. There's not gonna be there, player. Not gonna be there. So I think cats really need to really just think about that, man, when they dive into these situations, man. You know, it's making us look bad, KG.
But it would make us look bad if he was a player, but he's not. So he just
but it makes us look, because he's one of the top black figures.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you know, a lot of guys that report on, and we talked about this. We talked about Gibbs Arena. We talked about the knuckleheads. They solid, you know, but besides them, it's not a lot. You know, and also it is what it is. It is what it is for sure. But besides them, bro, it's not a lot of guys in the mainstream like that on ESPN, Fox that we really fuck with. He was one of those guys, and this is a bad mark on him, bro. Like,
yeah, you're right on that.
Yeah, bro, it's looking bad for us, bro. It's like niggas can't control themselves, man. Like, my niggas, like, I don't know. I'm not advocating for prostitutes, but I think you're probably better suited than getting a prostitute, bro. I'm just saying, because you know you ain't doing recorded conversations. You ain't doing none of that. You feel me? And I ain't advocating for it, but if that's what you're into and that's what you're looking for, it might be a little bit safer for you to go that route. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, you're a rich nigga. They call them escorts, man. They got escorts that age. I mean, that in that level of his what am I trying to say? Stature and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got escorts for that, call girls and shit. Come on,
man. But you should be able to get some cut off your face card, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's broke niggas getting pussy every day. Like, nigga, you just pick a girl up in the Maybach, you should be in, my nigga. Like, you shouldn't even have to cake her off like that.
Hey, OG once told me, once they grin, they in.
They in, bro. You pull up in that motherfucker.
Just don't be on that weirdo shit. And don't be like overly, like you ain't never had no woman before, because I don't want to say that word, but
right, yeah.
Just don't be on that kind of little boy shit, man. You ain't
even gotta say much. Just say a couple jokes. You ain't even gotta say the stature, the status, the car, the house. That's gonna speak for you, my nigga. You ain't even gotta.
You know, I'm this. Like, niggas don't fuck about that. They want to know you outside of that. So that's where the personality come in. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, bro. That's why I don't understand. Like, there's women out here, bro, that you don't even like. They'll appreciate you taking out to a certain part of the world or something. You know, you ain't got to be caking women out 10,000, 20,000 here. You really don't, man, because you already made it, bro. You got the paper. You know what I'm saying? And oh shit, like I say, you just need a little bit of sauce. You know, put your little diamond chain on, you good, nigga. Straight up, man. But Hey man, these guys don't seem to learn, man. They all, I don't know. They see one guy, and it's crazy. They be reporting on the guys, and they end up just like them. You know what I'm saying? They report on these niggas, and they end up in the same situation as the niggas they report on. You know, they talk about the Ray Rices and all the guys with sexual, you know what I'm saying, assault cases in the NFL and things like that, and then they still do the same mistake. So, yeah, man, these guys need to watch.
Down there, Robinson, we're laughing his ass off.
Huh?
Down there, Robinson, probably somewhere laughing his ass off.
Oh yeah, fact.
Probably roasting this nigga in a little text message or something, a little group chat.
Please roast this nigga. He needs to be roasted, man. Shannon, wash your face, bro. Now, if this nigga continue to mess with these little young girls like that, bro, we know he got a problem. That's all I'm saying. If you willing to risk your whole career over some shit like this,
didn't he just get a deal like the 50 M's for the
like, that's why he was projected to get 100 mil, but they ain't even saying that. Of course, they ain't gonna touch him right now. You know what I'm saying? So, old girl sold for 50. He had a deal on the table up to 100. So you let this, and then he offered a 10 million. That's crazy. That's kind of showing like you guilty of something, or the evidence, even if you ain't guilty, the way she got the evidence structured, it paints a certain picture. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, people were saying that, you know, yeah, she might have, you know, footage of him choking her or whatever in a sex act, but that could have been pre-planned, like, you know what I mean? Role playing, that crazy type shit. But if you don't have no context to that beforehand, it's very easy. A girl can be like, hey, no, that was rape right there. I didn't say anything about rough, you know what I mean? So you kind of put yourself in that predicament. So that's why if you're going to be doing that type of crazy shit, you better get you an NDA. You know what I'm saying? Like, to where they can't have no recordings of you or nothing like that, bro. If you're going to play the game on that crazy shit. Nothing wrong with doing role play, y'all, but make sure you're doing it with somebody you trust. Straight up. But, yeah, man, I don't want to keep harping on the subject, man, but I hope everything go right. Because I do believe that. I don't believe that he did these crimes the way they are describing. I don't think he raped the woman. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? To be honest. Did he have some inappropriate, you know, dealings with her? Probably so. Like I say, the age, the age is too crazy for a teenager, bro. That's crazy work. That's crazy work, my man. But yeah, let's move on to the next topic, man. What we got, bro? We're rounding up to that 2-hour mark. What we got popping, bro? What's next?
Hold on, let me bring it up in a different window so I can.
All right.
Ain't that how you zoom in when you bring it up in a different window?
Yeah, you zoom in, then you go to the 3 dots that's on the page, and then under those 3 dots you have a zoom option. Or you might be able to.
All right, because I'm gonna bring it up first, then bring it on stream.
And go ahead. I'm just about to be off cam for a second, but I'm still here with the people. Yo, shout out to the people viewing with us, man. Y'all really was showing love. We had Big J early on in the podcast, man. I was like, damn, okay, this live is going up. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Another edition of Spit Your Game, Talk Your Shit. This is live, so if you missed anything, you can go straight to YouTube at Spit Your Game 314 on your YouTube channel, and you can catch everything from the jump, bro. So I don't want you to miss anything. Also, check out that content, bro. That Erykah Badu video is over 2,000 views. That's crazy. I don't think we had I think that might be our biggest video yet. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to people. What's up?
I just said, especially this year.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that Jay-Z video was one of our biggest ones last year. I don't know if it went over 2, or if it did go over 2, it didn't go over 2 this quickly. I think that's only been like, what, a week or 2 weeks? So, yeah, sure. But, yo, shout out to y'all. We are over 250 subscribers. I said that we're
going to road to 500. Road to 500. Let's get it.
Road to 500.
Actually, road to 1,000. I take that back. We're at road to 1,000. I wanted 1,000. Well, we wanted 1,000 subscribers for the end of the year, man. We can make it happen. Cheers to y'all.
No doubt. And we about to get it popping. There's about to be a lot more subscribers. We probably gonna have to do something special, and maybe give out some free merch at the Currency Show. Give out some free T-shirts, man, with our information and subscribe information just to get it out there. Get into these small circles, you feel me? So you all know we might have to get together, collaborate, see if we can do something special for the people at the Currency, because we definitely want to get more subscribers. That road to 1,000, we definitely want to hit that. And listen, if you don't move your feet, then we don't eat. So we like neck to neck. You feel me? So.
Oh my God, that's facts.
All right, let's go ahead. What we got moving on here? What we doing here?
All right, so this is Complex's top 10 rapper singer duos of, I guess, all time, or just, I don't know, going by numbers or whatnot, but this is their list. So I just wanted to see if you think they got it right, and where would you rank them if they didn't, or who would you replace?
Rapper singer duos. This is
Number
crazy.
one.
So,
Well, you see it on there, so I ain't got to really name them out. But yeah, I mean, what you think? What you think of the list?
okay. Okay. Party next door. Wow, this is I think they got a lot right. I will say I will, without raking my brain, I will say Ja Rule and Ashanti for sure. I think they definitely need to be number one because they have the most hits, I think, as far as how many songs they have. Like you got Kendrick Lamar and SZA. The first time I heard them collaborate was on SZA's album. And they had a song called Doves in the Wind, which I absolutely love. That's my favorite song from them to this date still, even after all the loop.
I gotta check that
out. Oh, Doves in the Wind. Oh, my gosh.
I might have heard it, and I tripped off the song, but yeah, I got to check that out.
She samples this Busta Rhymes song, and she also samples one of Redman's ad-libs. It's an amazing song. I'm going to keep it real. Doves in the Wind, that's one off of one of her earlier projects with Kendrick. But, and I know they pretty much collaborate almost every time Kendrick drops. So I'll probably say they probably got maybe, and I think they might have did some shit together on the Black Panther soundtrack. So they might got 6 or 7 songs together. Usher and Ludacris. I'm just gonna go down, man. But I do believe Ja Rule and Ashanti first. Usher and Ludacris. They always come together and do a hit. What you got? Lovers and Friends, Speak Out to Me. Yeah. Speaks Out to Me. I don't know. They got a lot of songs together, but they got some big. When they collab, them it's a moment.
Cool.
Lovers and Friends was a huge hit.
Oh yeah, Lovers and Friends, and
that's one of the biggest songs ever.
Fun fact: both of those songs, neither one have a video. I'm not mistaken.
What? Yeah, got a video?
Well, not yet. There was another collab that Luda had said on Drink Champs that him and I don't know if it was him and Usher or him and Lil Jon, but they didn't have a video to one of them songs.
Okay. So that's I don't know. They should be 3 because I don't know, just the body of work. But when they come together, they do make mega hits though. So that's the thing. They got like 3 in the clip that's like probably mega hits. Drake and Rihanna. I think that's interesting. They do come.
I
they do
never
make great
heard
music
too much,
together.
like a couple songs.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say they collabs really move me in the same way. I'll say Usher and Ludacris. J. Cole and Miguel.
I would take out Drake and Rihanna and put Fab and Lil Mo.
Right. Yeah. And I was about to get to that. That's one of the people I didn't see on this list was Fab.
Yeah, Fab and Lil Mo. I'm surprised they ain't on it. I would take
J.
out
Cole and Miguel. I do know a couple songs. I know they got that one of his earlier songs, he had a J. Cole feature.
Mhm.
But I do know like 2 songs from them that
It's
I can
the same with
remember.
Drake and Rihanna. It's just a few songs. It's
Right.
not like the other 2. Like we said, it's about 7 or 8. Ashanti and Ja Rule. It's about at least 6 or 7 Kendrick Lamar and SZAs. It's at least 5 or 6 Ushers and Ludacris. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where they got those.
Yeah.
I can't think of nobody right now, but I would take that out.
Lil Wayne and T-Pain. I definitely they got some collabs. I remember T-Pain was on the Like Father Like Son, you know what I'm saying, album. So they've been collabing for a while, but I have to see how many songs they've been on, but I'm not gonna say they're known, but they was at a time. Yeah, Lil Wayne and T-Pain was killing it. So respectfully, I'll keep that up there. Disrespectfully, Jay-Z and Beyonce, they do collab on a lot of songs, and of course they had that album together. So
Yeah,
I'm not
mad. They got a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got a lot. I'm not mad at that. Snoop Dogg and Charlie Wilson. That's sort of like that Usher and Ludacris. Like, well, actually, Charlie Wilson he been on Snoop albums from I can remember on the Dogfather.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So yeah, they have a lot of songs together too. And then Snoop helped reinvent his career when he came out with the R&G album. You know what I'm saying. And he had those big songs with Charlie Wilson and Justin Timberlake, and Pharrell, had a big hand into that. So he kind of brought Charlie Wilson back out as Uncle Charlie. That's when he became Uncle Charlie. You know what I'm saying?
You know who I would my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. I would take out J. Cole and Miguel for Jacquees and Dej Loaf.
Yeah, they got some collabs. They do got some collabs.
They got 2 collab albums.
They do got 2 collab albums, but
and then At the Club is just a banger off of rip.
They got some shit, man. I don't want to not, but I know. Damn, the songs J. Cole and Miguel got is some cold ass songs.
Yeah, they cold. I'm not knocking them,
they
but I'm just
super cold with it. But I wouldn't mind putting them as an honorable mention.
Dej Loaf and Jacquees or whatever.
Yeah, because another name that they didn't have on here, man, was R. Kelly and Ron Isley. You know what I'm saying? That's another one.
Yeah. Because R. Kelly was rapping on something.
They had a whole chapter of songs. That whole Sleeping in My whatever that shit was, that whole little
Contagious.
Yeah, Contagious and all that. It started with the Kelly Price songs, and they continued that shit on a lot of people's projects. So that was a whole movement. Everybody was glued to the shit to see what was going on, So yeah, that's another honorable mention that probably deserves to be up there. Definitely before J. Cole and Miguel, because that R. Kelly, Ron Isley, that collab was just
that's legendary. They had videos, the whole story.
But Snoop Dogg and Charlie Wilson, I'm not mad at that because they have made some heat together. Yes, they have. Also, Snoop Dogg and George Clinton. You know what I'm saying? He kind of, I ain't gonna say he brought him back out, but he did kind of reintroduce George Clinton to the rap world. You know what I'm saying? But Future and The Weeknd, they have put out a lot.
They put out a lot of shit.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Shit. I would put them higher than Drake and Rihanna and J. Cole and Miguel for sure.
Yeah, I would definitely, for sure, I would. And definitely Drake and Party Next Door. I know they got a lot of songs together. I know this new song, No Tears, blowing up, but they really not my favorites. Like I say, I would have R. Kelly in there versus them, or a Fabulous Lil Mo.
Yeah, Fabulous Mo could be not at 10, but be on there. But I was racking my brain like, who else is a rapper singer duo? I know we missing somebody, bro.
I mean, you got damn Warren G and Nate Dogg. You got motherfucking Snoop and Nate Dogg. Them niggas have made some big hits. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Especially Snoop and Nate for sure. You got them niggas, Master P and motherfucking little and Moby Dick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got them niggas. Them niggas, he done made a lot of dope ass music with them guys. And they mesh well. They didn't have Johnny P and Do or Die. You know what I'm saying? Them brothers made some dope. I mean, come on. Do you want to ride? I mean, come on, man. I mean, them niggas have made some classic hits. Who else, man? I mean, you can even, Jazzy Faye, man. He done did a lot of dope ass shit with like motherfucking what's them niggas? Sean Paul and them boys. What's them boys' name, dog, from Atlanta?
Young Bloods.
Young Bloods, you know what I'm saying? Ride Dirty on 85. That's all Jazzy Faye. You know what I'm saying? Like he done did some shit, man. It's some people out there, but I do think they did get some of the biggest guys. I mean, I would say Nelly, but he really doesn't have a reoccurring act. We got the Nelly and Kelly song, but that's just one moment.
Yeah. That's what I was really thinking of, not saying nobody wasn't a real rapper out of what you saying, but like a rapper female combo, like the Lil Mo and Fab. Like I was really thinking about another one of them, but I can't really think about it.
Well,
I know
you got the Fugees. If you want to do the Fugees, you got, you know what I'm saying, definitely Lauryn Hill collabing with those brothers over there.
Yeah.
That was more so an inside group thing though, but they still made a lot of dope music with the R&B influence on it, with her singing, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's some more too, man.
Can't think out the top
There's
of my
some more, but I'm trying to think of some big time. I'm trying to go big time more so than more underground. But yeah, you know, I think they, for the most part, I think they got.
It's something I would replace a couple of these with, like I said, Lil Mo and Party Next Door. I mean, Lil Mo and Party Next Door. Lil Mo and Fab, and then Jacquees and Dej Loaf. I would definitely put them on there. Just because of the bodies of work, and some of these are just like based off of numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's oh damn, I forgot one on cam, but that was super dope, man. That was a super dope list. But yeah, take out some of them guys. Some of them guys don't belong on that list for real. But you know, they're my nigga. I was trying to think about who worked with Ty Dolla a lot, because you know he was on a lot of nigga shit.
Who worked with him a lot?
You know, besides like Wiz Khalifa.
I was even thinking Trey Songz, but he don't have a lot of rappers that, you know what I'm saying, he collab with. He's done Summer with Miami with Jim Jones, but they didn't keep that going. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He's like you'll hear him with like a Jeezy and Trey Songz. You know what I'm saying?
Or even Lloyd. You know what I'm saying? He had the classic with 8-Ball MJG. You know what I'm saying? So I wish some of these could have kept going, so we could have built up. So every other project you would have seen a 8-Ball and Lloyd collab, or you know what I'm saying, would have kept it going to just different songs and keep building that energy. But you know, that's neither here or there. But you know, that's just being a fan.
No doubt. Listen, there's so many dope collabos. I mean, when you got, well, they really ain't did enough songs. Like I say, you know, you got a Meth and Mary J. You got some legendary collabs that's went down, but like I say, it hasn't been that much. You got the Nas and Lauryn Hill with If I Ruled the World, classic, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like they did 3 or 4 songs together. They did do another song, but she was rapping on the other song that I can remember. She wasn't singing, she was rapping. But yeah, man. Yeah, that's pretty good, man. Pretty good list right there. All right, man.
All right, I'm gonna keep it going, man. I'm gonna keep it going. So we're gonna start some shit with this one. Hold on, let me bring it back up so I can zoom it in. Hold up, play it. I like that other shit better. we go. You ready to start some shit now?
Yes, sir. What we got?
Who is the best Dipset affiliate on this list?
Best Dipset affiliate. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. I'm having some
There's only one person I'm not familiar with on this motherfucker. That's the dude at the bottom right corner. Everybody else, I know who they are.
Yeah, Tom Gist.
I never heard
A Mafia is not too known. You got Vado, you got Stack Bundles. You got Uncasa too.
How about you want to do a top three? You want to do a top, change it up, do a top three? Because
I can do a top. Well, I can do a top three. I'm gonna tell you my top three right now.
Yeah.
It's going to be J.R. Ryder, Max B, Vado. That'll be my top three. But if I gotta go with a top one, I'm gonna go with J.R. Ryder, man. That nigga, his mixtapes was fire.
Yes, I still got a couple of those Writer's Block series and shit.
Yeah, man, them Writer's Blocks, dog.
Yeah.
He was able to stand on his own. You know what I'm saying? He really didn't need much of a cosign. But Vado too. Vado was ill with it. I don't know why some of these guys really didn't blow up to the potential I thought they had. But yeah, Vado was another one Vado was so dope because he was one of those guys that recognized the down south or the Atlanta train earlier. You know what I'm saying? So he was down there in Atlanta working with a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? So and he was showing his diversity, how he was able to flow on all types of beats and kill them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Vado, and then I fuck with Max B, man. That swag. He's kind of like I ain't gonna say
the wave guy, bro.
Silver Surfer, man. MC of the East Coast.
But he is
confidence. Like
he is the Pimp C of the East Coast.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He is. Say it, nigga. Say it with your chest on that one, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? He's that mouthpiece pause, but he's that. You know, he set a lot of trends, like with the slang and how he did his shit. So I would say Max B definitely got to be out there. He's staying, and he was hitting them with the melodic hooks too. Them singing hooks was kind of early on. Yeah. A lot of rappers wasn't singing on their own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he, that nigga just found his own lane. So yeah, them be the three guys, man. Uncasa will be my honorable mention. Then Hell Rail. Because Hell Rail did a lot of dope hooks. That nigga, he's hook master. He did a lot of dope hooks for Cameron and Jim Jones. 40 Cal, RIP Stack Bundles was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really kind of disrespecting that nigga by not having him in my top three, but
yeah. So let me get to mine. So
go ahead.
Because I definitely don't like choosing the same people that you choose.
I mean, if it's real, it's real, bro. It's the best. It's whoever the best, man. They might match up.
There's still a lot of people on here that did work, but you didn't mention them, so it's all good. Because only person I am going to choose the same, definitely Max B. Because Jim Jones did his thing when he introduced him to French first. And then I think he got up with Jim Jones, and then he kind of ended up back with French. I don't know how that went, but either way, he started off on, you seen him on the Cocaine City DVDs and Smack DVDs and shit, you know what I'm saying, talking to shit, doing a little freestyles and shit in the middle of the street, you know what I'm saying, the late night bullshit. So Max B's definitely on there. Hell Rail had the dopest freestyles on Diplomatic Immunity, bro, when the nigga was locked up, bro. Yo, Hell Rail spit that shit when him and Cam and Joel would go see him and shit. Yo, Hell Rail spit that shit. Man, what?
Now, I will say this.
He didn't go farther in his career, bro, because that nigga was hard, bro. Hell Rail.
Hey, listen, I definitely don't want to cut off your wisdom. I'm going to have you keep going. But when you said that freestyle, I just want to point out to the people, too, that song was already on one of the earlier Dipset mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? That verse, I would say. You know what I'm saying? When he came with that verse, yeah. I just want to put that out there, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little history behind that. That was actually on one of them earlier Dipset albums too, man. Because they gave him a beat. That's the thing. Back in the day, it was just a freestyle. It had no beat. But on the Diplomatic Immunity album, they put a beat behind it.
I got you. But
it's a hard ass song. Yeah, that song is one of his. Yeah, facts. That's you go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. But I just like that freestyle when he was on the phone and shit. He was just killing shit. You know what I'm saying? And when he came home, being on all the other projects and shit, that shit was dope. I just surprised his career didn't go the way it should. But
yeah,
Stack Bundles though, he was the diamond in the rough out of all of them. RIP to him, bro. He just had a different swag about himself. Like he had the ad libs, he had the whole package, bro. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. Stack Bundles, Max B, and Hell Rail. But if I had to choose one, just like in your position, probably got to be Hell Rail. Because Hell Rail, like I said, he had actual albums come out. He was on damn near up to Diplomatic Immunity. He was on damn near every project. Like I said, had his own shit, collaborating with people in the industry like Young Dro and other people like that. So yeah, man, Hell Rail. Shouts out to him, man.
Shout out to Hell Rail, man. Facts, bro. I'm not mad at that, bro. I mean, you really can't go wrong. Like I say, Stack is definitely a major figure in this.
Squad up. Yeah, bro. Stack Bundles, bro. That was that
guy. Well, man, you know what? I actually want to talk about somebody, man. I want to bring this to the battle rap section of the world, man. We can bring that image up real quick, man. I want to get into it, man, with my guy, King Los. You know, King Los had an interesting career trajectory where he kind of went reverse, where you got, you know, usually the guys start off in battle rap and then they try to hop into the mainstream, the industry type of rap. You know, you had a guy that made it in the industry first. You know, I remember him, I guess, being signed with Bad Boy. You know, made some noise, made a footprint for himself, and then he went to the battle world. You know what I'm saying? That came at a time where, you know, some of the guys were feeling froggy, like, you know, I can do this too. You know, and out of many, I would say he's probably the best that adapted to it. Coming from the industry to battle rap, even better than, I would think, the most known is, or the most infamous is Cassidy. But not to get harp on it, but I don't think Cassidy has really had a good showing since he's been back into battle rap. But anyway, my man King Los, man, he's saying he's retiring from battle rap. Kind of came as a surprise because he's not active. You know, he's a once in a while type guy, sort of like a Cassidy. You know, they're not really active. It's not like he battled 2 or 3 times a year. But he announced that he's retiring from battle rap, man. So, are you familiar? Have you seen any of his battles?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them. Not a lot to where I'm like, oh shit, I remember that. But I remember it was supposed to have been King Los. Wasn't he supposed to battle like a rapper though, like a Lupe or somebody? And there was some kind of controversy behind it, if I'm not mistaken.
Could have been. I know.
I remember him for that, but I don't know what rapper it was. But I know he was supposed to battle like a known rapper, and for some reason the shit didn't go the way it was supposed to go. Like they didn't actually battle.
Probably so. Like I say, it was a time where a lot of rappers was thinking about stepping into the game. But as far as, you know, he does have some battle credits to his name. He's battled DNA. He's battled Daylight. So I can't think the other guy I can't remember the other guy he battled. But like every time he steps in the ring, it's against a formidable opponent. Him and Daylight, man, they had some good moments. DNA, I think he probably had his best shining moment. You know, I forgot what round that was, but he had everybody chatting out RBE. It was a rare breed event. So he's had some good moments in battle rap. You know, I would love to see him more, but you know, it just kind of, like I say, it didn't surprise me. But I was like, well, he's not really that active to be announcing a retirement because he really don't battle rap that much. But at the same time, you know, I got to look into the story just to see maybe why. Because it's like I say, he's not like he's under the gun where he has to, you know, prepare for 3-4 battles a year. So I'm wondering why he's decided to give it up. But all in all, I appreciate his contributions. Like I said, he's probably one of the only people who started off in the industry that transitioned to doing battle rap and being respected at it. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? He's actually respected at doing it. We saw the flops. We seen when Joe Budden tried to jump out there and he looked crazy out there. You know what I'm saying? So we seen where we had some guys jump into that. We saw
oh hell yeah.
We saw Cassidy. We saw what's my man Jay Mills jump back into it. And those guys really didn't really have, you know, what it takes.
It didn't hit the same. The only person I will say that's been sharpening shit and coming back and forth as they please is E-Ness.
E-Ness is definitely, but you know what? It's crazy because he spent more of his career in battle rap than he did as a mainstream artist at the time when he was with the band. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you kind of forget about those early beginnings, but yeah, but you're right. He is definitely probably the best, if you really want to put it. He's probably the best person that transitioned from the industry to battle. But it's I mean, but it's in his DNA because even when he was early on the band, he was battling Cassidy. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of one in one. They all kind of go together, you know, because he was still battling on the band. So, but yeah, he's one of those Loch Ness monsters, you know. Yeah, he's one of those mysteries. But you know what? Yeah, thinking about it, I would say he's probably the best to transition because he got a whole legacy, man. I mean, Ness is still killing him now, and it's amazing. He used that little style. That little melodic type style to kill niggas. You know what I'm saying? But it kills niggas. It don't matter. It kills
every
niggas,
time.
bro. Every time, bro. It's hard. So yeah, man. That's definitely transition.
I'm finna do a little. This is a good transition. We was talking about battle rap, right? So check this out. You can only keep 2.
Only keep 2.
So you got Calico, Goods, DNA, Arsenal, Hollow the Don. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with DNA and Arsenal, man.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to go with DNA and Arsenal, bro. Just only keep 2. Like, I fuck with Calico. He's not one of my particular favorites, but I fuck with Calico because I like the way he can break a nigga down. Like, he can go against a Rum Nitty, but then he'll say some shit like, damn. You know, he'll put some real OG shit in the game. I fuck with Calico, but and I fuck with Goods. Goods would be my honorable mention because Goods is hard, and Goods can really rap.
Really rap.
Goods can really, like, he be tearing them free. DNA, another nigga, they be tearing them freestyles down, bro.
Yeah.
They leave the mic smoking, bro. So, but far as what niggas do currently in the game, Arsenal, man, that disrespectful style, it's, man, he still be uppercutting niggas with that. So, and DNA, man, he's just a fucking technician, bro. He's like the no disrespect, but he's like the Tim Duncan of rap. Like, he's so technical and he just knows how to beat you, bro. He might not be the most amplest nigga out there, but man, his wordplay is stupid. So yeah, DNA and Ars. Don't let me forget. Hey, matter of fact, Hollow the Don, they just dropped. I don't know if I told you, but Jazz and Hollow the Don just dropped. Yeah, so he's still outside, and man, he had a great. I think that was a third or something like that. Great third, but so yeah, I don't want to be disrespectful to Hollow the Don because he just did get one of his best performances that I've seen in a minute. But yeah, I'm going in with DNA and Ars, man. Who you got, bro?
I was thinking more Goods than DNA. Because Goods will break you down, but just more in a funny, comical kind of way, but it's still true and it still hit.
Right.
Well, I don't say it's really true, but it sticks. You know what I'm saying? It sticks. And him and that
he fucked Averb. I hated that, but he fucked Averb up. Damn, that was fucked.
I gotta rewatch that while I'm at work now.
Yeah, him and Charlie Clips gave Averb probably his biggest losses because, like you say, they was able just to break you down in different to where your shit is no longer potent against them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Goods is definitely good at that. So he that Cassidy battle, he just demolished that nigga.
That was stupid.
Oh my God. Wasn't that Cassidy's first battle coming back?
Yeah, that was Cassidy's first battle. Well, besides the disaster battle, right? So it was like, maybe 7-8 years after that disaster. Yeah, when he came back, yeah, Goods was his first opponent.
Yeah, Goods bodied him, and yeah, that performance is crazy work. And then I just like when you arrogant. I ain't gonna say arrogant. When you just overly confident in your shit, people don't like that, and I like that. So that's definitely good because he can really rap, and he tell you like, nigga, I'm standing up here thinking about some other bullshit while you rapping. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's low key disrespectful, but it's not like as blatant as your man's Arsenal and shit. So
no, that's a fact, bro. Yeah, Goods is that dude, man. Like I love when he starts his battles. That nigga just starts saying some random shit. It's like 900 for the sneakers, 250 for the lineup. Oh yeah, I gotta pick this bad bitch up. And he was just like, yeah, this is the shit I think about when y'all niggas rapping or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he break a nigga down, like he just bully you. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But he killed me when he said
and like what you said, everything in what you said about DNA is true. So I don't really have no extra sauce but to put on that. But just like, yeah, that nigga will. Yeah, bro.
And it's sort of like he like early on he had that aura, like how when Drake beat Meek Mills in that back-to-back type, that shit. It was bad because even Drake mentioned, like, nigga, you getting bodied by a singing nigga, right? So when it comes to DNA, they always looked at him as a nerd, right? So when these heavily tough type street guys and their characters get beat by a nerd, it kind of stings a little worse, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yeah, he has that aura about him, like, yeah, nigga, don't lose to no nerd, nigga, that type shit, you know what I'm saying? Of course, he don't have that aura no more. But when he was going against niggas like Disaster, those classic battles, like, who the fuck is this nigga? DNA and Disaster is one of the best battles I've ever seen in my life. And it's one of the best freestyle battles. Them niggas just started freestyling about each other. And that nigga is a famous part on there because I believe Disaster had a Cleveland Indians hat on. And that nigga DNA was like something because I'm a Cleveland Indian or some shit. Like, it's just some way how he just broke down the anyway. But Disaster's been a part of some legendary battles, bro. So yeah, he's definitely on Mount Rushmore battlers. He's on Mount Rushmore, bro. He's put in too much work, and his schemes are just legendary, man. So that's why I had to go with DNA. And Arsenal, like I say, man, That nigga just talk about your dead uncle. He don't give a fuck. He gonna talk about anybody, man. So shout out to fucking DNA. I mean Arsenal on that. But that's pretty dope, man. That was definitely a good lineup right there. Shout out to Calico. I don't want to think like we ain't showing Calico no love.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to him and his battle league.
Oh yeah, fact. Them niggas made some moves last year with that. Who was the headliner? What was that? Was that A Ward versus Calico? It was A Ward and Calico, I think.
No, it was A Ward and J2.
Was that J2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was J2. Who was the headliner on that one?
That was Ill Will versus Swamp.
Right. I'm trying to think, but who did Calico go against though? That's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to think of. Because I believe Calico was the headline on that one.
No, was that Calico versus Ill Will?
Could have been. I can't remember, but whatever. That whole card was fire though. That J2 battle was fire. Yeah, A Ward definitely got on his head. No,
that was Swamp versus Calico.
That was J2 and Los, wasn't it?
That was Swamp versus Calico. I remember that.
Yeah, that was Swamp. I think that was Swamp versus Calico.
Yeah, that was Swamp versus Calico. I remember that.
But I saw J2 went against Los on that battle.
I thought it was J2 versus A Ward.
But it could have been A Ward too. I can't remember. I think it was A Ward. Matter of fact, I think it was because I think he started talking about the white privilege type shit. Yeah. So I think that was A Ward on that one. But J2 and Los just did a dope one too. I heard. If I ain't seen it, I heard Los went off on him. It was bad. But man, a lot of good things in battle rap. A lot of exciting. They just dropped the Charlie Clips versus not Jazz the Rapper. What's my girl from Houston?
Vixen.
Casey J. Yeah, they just dropped. I just saw that this morning. So it's a lot of. I just got to go ahead and search battle rap on YouTube because I think it's a lot of battles that I'm missing. But they dropping them heavy. They just dropped another one. I watched one this morning off the Apollo card. Ill Mac versus Real Sick.
No, I haven't watched that yet. I saw that.
Yeah, that man. These niggas, Real Sick, man. Yeah. But it's dope. Them boys going in, man. Shout out to Ill Mac and Real Sick. They put on the show.
I'm gonna bring this up real quick and see if you fuck with it. Cause your boy did his thing on this motherfucker.
Who we got here?
Blind Fury. I was surprised. I ain't heard from dude in a minute, right?
What? I keep up with Blind Fury, man. I hear shit every year from this dude. Listen, his freestyles are impeccable. He hasn't lost a step, bro.
Listen to this. Why they ain't playing? Hold on. We gonna watch that. Hold on.
It ain't agreeing. But yeah, we're gonna let Blind Fury take us on out, man. Let that be the last one for the day, man. Blind Fury. Shout out to Blind Fury. One thing about Blind Fury, to do freestyles on any flavor of song. It doesn't matter. He freestyles from the down dirty south to the boom bap East Coast, from the West Coast flavor. It does not matter. Dude can freestyle on any type of track, bro. So, yeah. Yeah, Freestyle Fridays produced a lot of guys we fuck with. From the Gens, Blind Furies, the Loaded Lux, what's my boy name? Paper Boy, Poster Boy. There was Poster Boy.
Yeah, Poster Boy. He's supposed to get some shit with No Limit. I don't know what happened.
He was doing shit with I think Cameron and them niggas, dog. Or he was on those. I ain't gonna say Cameron, but he was on those Clue tapes. I remember he was on those Clue tapes.
He rapping like Pimp C.
I can't hear it, dog. At all. Like it's very low. You might have to turn the volume up on the page. It's low, bro. We people ain't gonna be able to hear it, my nigga.
You said it's low.
We can't hear it. I'm saying we can't hear it on our side. We can hear it very softly. Yeah, I don't know if it's just like the stream, but it's not.
You can't hear that.
Maybe turn the volume up on the page or something.
Right,
Maybe they have a volume button on the page or something.
Try a different one.
Yeah, it's very low. So like if you're hearing something out of a headphones, you next to somebody, hear music come out the headphones. It's real low. But yeah, shout out to Blind Fury, bro. We're gonna have to get that back right, get that audio back right.
I gotta do that. Hold on, here we go. You hear it now?
Grab get that slab, looking like it's stolen. I don't give a fuck. Just
All right.
That was fucking up. I can hear it, but that was
Internet.
grab get that slab, looking.
Yeah, but that just kind of goes with what I was just saying, how you so diverse.
Give a fuck, just the south side still holding. Everybody know your boy coming fresh off the grill. Give a fuck about what you're talking, give a damn how you feel. Man, dripping wood wheel, diamonds in my chain. Don't give a fuck about the money or the fame. Long as I can keep me a roof over my head and a bad bitch in my bed. Give a fuck about what y'all feel. Man, I'm coming down and I'm coming up. Still got a half a pint and a double cup. And I'm really getting grown out here on my own. It's me and Chatty Bobby, got a pocket full of stone.
Now he's gonna do Paul Wall.
Can you give us a Paul Wall? Can you give us a Paul Wall there?
What it do, baby?
He's a chameleon, man.
Yo. Hey, look. Guess who it is? It's Power Wow Limited. Got them diamonds on my neck, drip down to my chest. Always dressed to impress, nothing less than the best. Got the drip and finesse, yeah, I barred no flicks. Got the summertime shine every day on my grind. Got that apple over silver or that good brandy wine. Yeah, you know I'm feeling fine, coming down on foes. Everybody know Power Wow pimping them hoes. It's going.
Hey, Blind Fury still got it, bro. And he's still doing his original shit, you know what I'm saying? So
Facts. He always does say I always see a freestyle where he's in a big ass cipher every year, man. So he's always dropping shit every year, man. Shout out to Blind Fury. Still doing this thing, man. Just essence, man. The essence. And the boy, he be everywhere. He be in Europe, you know what I'm saying? You see him in ciphers everywhere. So but shout out to that, man. Shit. Before we get up out of here, cause I'm hungry some motherfucker. I gotta give me something to eat, man. But what you want to say, appreciate Big J, JMR Solutions, gracing our platform once again. You know, he's a motherfucking Spit Your Game alumni. And we definitely just want to have him on here to promote his latest venture. You guys see it behind me. Currency 420 tour is hitting St. Louis May 26th. Get your meet and greet tickets. Tickets still available. We got the link in the comments on the Facebook feed on how you can get those tickets. Just look up JMR Solutions on Facebook as well. Probably on your Instagram as well too. So it's going down. Shout out to that dude. Shout out to High Job Lounge. Shout out to the fans. You know what I'm saying? TikTok fans, Facebook fans, YouTube fans, everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Benny Vito. And that's all I got to say. Be on the lookout, man, for more merch, more everything. It's coming your way.
Yes, sir, man. Chef KG, we out this thing, man. Bitch.